your friends, okay? I need
Oh,
to
boy.
test if I can hear you on my
Okay, I got you.
microphone.
I'm getting the
What are we
stream up.
testing?
The stream is on.
No, I'm yelling at my sister. I need her to talk
Oh.
loud so I can tell if, because I have the I changed it so I can I can change the input sensitivity on Discord.
Oh. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it so she isn't easily picked up. But I can, so my microphone is there. Yay!
Yeah, we can hear your sister.
Goodness gracious!
Today's
I need
reading.
murder.
RUTH Reading! RUTH Reading!
I'm going to turn.
Welcome to reading, everyone.
Yeah.
We live.
The
Yeah.
T's and the He's. It's been like 2 weeks. Well, it's been a bit.
My bad, guys.
Okay, I just got the
I'm gonna
notification
come
for
back.
reading
I
from
mean-
the YouTube.
It's been so long.
It's been
Sweet.
Something.
To the man behind the
And
slaughter.
Something.
It's been so long
Echoing.
since
Wonderful.
last I've seen the sun.
I can. Time to look. I'm realizing I'm just in a dress. I don't need to be in a dress right now. Holy. Hey. What happens when you go fancy place?
Who's in this chapter?
One sec.
So long since last I've seen my son,
Bingo.
lost to this monster,
Jezebel.
the man behind the slaughter.
Does
Since
that
you've been gone.
Oh, does that mean
Are
we
you
only have
singing
like
it
2
now?
narrators right now?
Yeah, you guys can just go back and forth though, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
I
Yeah,
just-
I could narrate, probably.
Okay, I'm just gonna continue my game until I die, and then...
Yeah, I'm gonna play in the background as well. So if it's my turn, just yell at me. Make sure I know.
Yeah, we'll scream at you.
I don't know if I have any
Scream at me, I'll
speaking-
cry.
Oh, I'm screaming.
No.
Ah!
Ah.
Play Darkling. Classic definitely speaks. Edge
Oh,
definitely
okay.
speaks. And Mars speaks. Every
And
single
Mars,
one
yeah,
has,
that figures.
it speaks a lot.
I don't think I can continue playing this game then, can I?
No.
No, you gotta give up on pressure.
Get off.
Dang.
You
So
should come
happens
play
when you
Kratos'
choose
scenario
classic.
with me.
The silly goofies.
It's been so long since we have done a reading for the server.
I've missed
currently
so
dying.
much. Oh gosh, blanket. Blanket beloved. I really need like the joys of getting nail polish at a freaking thing. I'm so excited.
Why is Mia on the dog is Mia obsessed?
What's happened?
Okay.
Wait,
good
Are we
question.
starting? Who's narrating this chapter?
I mean,
know-
it'll be either...
Oh no, they're
Which
dying.
chapter do you want to narrate?
Welcome back.
Don't particularly care. I know I don't speak much in this chapter. I think
Oh,
Desi
sorry.
is
I'm just
choking.
realizing, you know, I have the way that your thing is set up for the reactive thing. I've set it to the wrong freaking picture.
Wrong-
so it's open
wrong
whenever,
bird.
So it's no, not the wrong bird, but like it's the wrong
Silent
picture. So
breathing.
whenever Gina's not talking, the mouth
no.
is open, but when they talk, it's closed.
It's
Oops.
backwards.
Gino is
Try to fix that,
silently
please.
screaming.
Yeah.
Great. There's suffering with
Screaming.
I
Wow.
wanna be like you.
What a concept.
Pierre, you don't get to sing. No,
What?
no singing for you.
sleep. Sleep.
I don't
Nice.
get speaking right here. I might have to be closed constantly.
I'm
Okay, there we go. I fixed it.
Sleepless night.
Yeah, I can speak.
Huzzah!
Speaking privileges.
The
Okay,
speaking
am I-
privileges.
No.
Oh,
What?
Just
Am
like
I
Jay.
streaming the thingy?
yeah.
Hold up, let me
Okay.
stare. Let me go back over there.
Oh,
Yeah, everyone else is normals. I just noticed Gino's because I was looking at the stream thing and I'm like, wait a minute, something looks off here.
That's
Oh, that
oddly
means
suspicious.
okay. My audio's not going to be as good because I have to join on my computer then.
Mhm.
But
Oh no.
I just have to deal with it.
We'll figure it out.
Just a smidge. Okay. Give me a second.
Smidge, just a little bit. Oh,
I love playing the main character, and then I just have characters that barely appear.
Real.
Mix.
I think all my
Um,
characters show about the same amount.
Alert.
I had the queen. The
Of
loser.
course.
Ring.
Then Adeline. Adeline. I don't care what I'm saying her name. Either way, she's a bitch. So.
Scooby-Doo, I wanna
I've
be
never
like
looked at things so
you.
long. Thank you, Pierre, for getting songs stuck inside my head. Gosh darn it.
Ah, you can't stop me. Don't stop me now. Don't stop me, cause I'm having a good time. Having a good time. Under the sky like a tiger, obeying the laws of gravity.
I left for
On
5
your
seconds.
racing car.
Yeah.
A little
Thank Pierre for that one.
You should not leave for
Da,
5 seconds. Yeah, you should not leave us alone.
It's
That's
evolved
two ways
very
go. We can't leave Jay alone with people,
That's real
and Jay also cannot be leaving us alone with people.
I don't know why you thought leaving me
Real.
alone in general was a good idea.
No,
Yeah.
stop.
What is goodness?
What?
I am.
That is
Okay.
oddly shaped.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna focus.
Set yourselves up, people.
Let me end my stream. Then join that one.
Whoa.
Here we go.
Upstairs. Hold on.
Pull up the fic.
Okay. Is this like a good size for everybody?
Yeah.
I'm reading on my phone, so
That
that's
works.
fine.
That's fine. Just making sure if you're reading off of my stream, you can see this, right?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
I read off your stream.
I made sure that was
Oh my
big as hell.
point.
Lovely.
That's what she said.
Sobbing.
Shut up, Liz. Okay, who is
There's a reason I'm in jail 90% of the time.
who is the narrating?
You're,
I'm gonna start if you want.
Joking before I have to say anything.
Oh wait.
what?
You're Who
pull
are
up
you
the-
again?
Realizing though, I don't think
You're
I
a
know
hop,
so you're probably gonna
Bingo's
be here.
accent though.
Oh,
Something.
Because
Oh, it's fine.
It's okay. I literally just talk as Red, just slightly angrier. He doesn't even have an accent. He's
flashbacks
really,
to the
really
edge
bad.
moment.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you're too good at Edge. You spadooked me.
Okay.
It's perfect. Edge is so aggressive, and it's beloved.
It was
Bingo.
spadooky.
We should start now. Come on.
Yes,
Okay.
let's go.
Okay.
Let's go, 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 go.
Apollo's tour through the mansion was surprisingly pleasant. Pyrrhus was a lot like him, so they were fast friends. Apollo being invited to Pyrrhus and Blue's morning jogs and afternoon training sessions. The house was huge with multiple gorgeous wooden staircases and hallways. There was even a library. Apollo knew Kiga would adore it for sure and was very excited to tell him. He was also shown a dance room. It was a giant empty room with a metal pole in the center. Pyrrhus told him it could be deconstructed and reconstructed quickly depending on who was using the room. There were two skeletons skating. What is computer's doing something weird. There were two skeletons sitting on the floor near the pool chatting and drinking what Apollo could only guess was magic water. They both perked up at the new face and waved at him, getting up to greet him. One had super hot pink magic, wearing cute flared leggings with pink and purple stripes down the sides, paired with a solid black tank and socks. The other looked much more like Apollo and Pyrrhus, tangerine magic, but wore black dance slacks and white tank top with tap shoes. Apollo knew for a fact that was wrong, but Kigo wasn't there with his infinite knowledge of shit he wasn't supposed to know, so Apollo would just have to guess. The orange one reached him first, happily shaking his band. Oh, right up.
hello, I'm Tango. I didn't realize there was another universe. I apologize for not greeting you sooner.
Apollo smiled and waved him off.
We just got here. Don't worry. My name's Apollo. My brother is Kiego, but he's outside right now.
Tango hesitated, but nodded. The tank one waved simply from behind.
Hey there, I go by Desi.
Apollo smiled, waving back.
Apollo, I think I heard your brother, Lus, mention you. I didn't get to talk to him, but he and my brother seemed to hit it off.
Desi paused, then smiled.
Well, that's something. we used to be strippers, so we get a lot of grief when we got a lot of grief when we first showed up here. We just do it for fun, since he's a designer and I'm a seamstress now.
Apollo shrugged.
I don't see the shame in that. As long as it was your choice you made and enjoyed. I can understand why it would be looked down upon. How's being a seamstress going? Do you create for mostly men, women, or monster? Do you have a specific style?
Desi perked up, grinning and waving his hands at his sides.
Oh, mostly women's or non-binary clothing, but I also do a lot of commission work for monsters who can't find clothing in stores. My main style is modern with kind of a Y2K twist, but it's mainly meant to embrace comfort and identity while keeping up with long-lasting fashion.
I love your passion. I'm sure you make your clients and customers very happy.
Apollo offered a little fist bump, to which Desi immediately complied with.
Thank you! What did you do in your universe?
Desi could only guess it was something also in fashion, though he doubted it was anything similar to him.
Oh, I was the head of the Queen's security detail.
All right, scratch that. Definitely not fashion, then. Apollo just smiled. He was rightly fucking proud of himself to be in what Sans, goddamn, that's going to take forever to get used to, Kigo called the Secret Service.
I would not have guessed that! That's very impressive. Tango here was a dancer in his universe. He's been teaching me salsa.
Desi smiled, gesturing to Tango, who was mainly just listening in.
Who's Tango?
Tango.
I work as a dance instructor now, especially in Latin dances, but I do branch out occasionally.
Paula smiled.
I've never been able to dance, so I applaud you for that.
Tango blushed.
Well, I sure couldn't protect the royalty. Don't sell yourself short.
He blushed as well. So Pyrus took the opportunity to whisk Apollo away to the spare bedroom. Waving Desi and Tango by, Apollo stepped into the first room, and he stepped right back out.
Not that one.
Pyrus frowned.
What's wrong?
Apollo hesitated.
I really don't like trees. I don't want to talk about it, so all I'll say is that one fell on me, but the window is huge and it faces the forest.
Pyrus opened his mouth, then shut it. He gently took Apollo's hand and led him to the third floor, taking him to a room with a window that faced a field and the faraway city, plus the sunset. Apollo smiled softly, kneeling on the window bed and watching the sun sink under the horizon line. Pyrus settled in next to Apollo, watching silently.
It never gets old. This is your first, right?
Apollo nodded, trembling a little.
Yes, it is. Oh, my brother, I should...
Pyrus nodded.
You should be watching this with him. I'll text Mars. Tell him to send Kiego this way.
He smiled and slipped away. Kigo was in his room within 5 minutes. You gently held your brother's forearm, curling next to him on the window bed as you watched the sunset together. 14 years since you'd see the sun. Apollo was 19 and had never seen it. Apollo wrapped an arm around your shoulders, shuddering softly.
It's beautiful.
You hugged him close.
It is Paps. It's ours now.
He chuckled softly.
See, I told you. You're Starlight.
He laughed weakly.
That's the sun, Sans.
The sun is a star. It's a really up-close one.
You bumped foreheads gently.
Apollo feels a bit more fitting now, huh?
He smiled tearily.
Shut up, Sans.
You and your brother went downstairs after the sunset faded to navy, finding the dining room easily by the chattering light. Immediately, you noticed a lot of new faces. 5 Papyrus alternates and 3 Sans alternates that you definitely hadn't met before. Within a whole 6 seconds of being in the room, Lust had dragged one of the Papyruses over to you. Judging by Lust's excitement and their matching pink and purple magic, you guessed it was Desi, Lust's brother. Of course, you were correct, and you, Apollo, Lust, and Desi got along very well together. Desi also introduced a Papyrus nicknamed Tango. You couldn't stop your grin as you remembered him faintly to be from Dance Tale. He was a sweetie, but 4 people in one conversation was a lot. So you kind of noped out to see if you could recognize anyone else. He ended up immediately running into a skeleton with his hood up on his blue jacket.
Oh wait, hold on. Did not realize.
Did you cut out? Wait. Oh.
No, it's my turn.
No.
Yeah.
Oh shit, sorry, I'm half blind. I'm new. Kigo.
He smiled nervously, holding out your right hand to shake. The skeleton dropped his hood and, damn, he looked identical to Classic. You would have thought it was him if not for his more fit figure and lower bone mass. Dance tail, again. He shook your hand, giving you an easy grin.
Hey, Hope is fine. I saw you just met my brother. How was he?
You paused, then chuckled.
That was really bad. Your brother's cool though. I'd probably somehow dusted myself trying to dance, so you guys have definitely got my respect.
Hop raised a brow, but chuckled along.
You might just like it.
You grinned.
I skate, so kind of close. I figure skating is kind of just dancing, but on ice. I get to be all spooky and mysterious.
Hop smiled.
I'd say that counts. Welcome to the club, I guess.
He gave a tiny shit-eating grin.
Are we the Dance Dance Revolution, or are we thinking more of gleeful themes?
Hop snorted. Score.
That was bad.
He shot him finger guns with a Chad before slipping off to meet the last couple of people you hadn't been introduced people who hadn't been introduced to you yet. You caught Mars in the corner of your eye standing with Horror-Tail Papyrus, which was his brother, obviously. But still, you immediately beelined it over, giving them a wave that gave off chill, relaxed, easygoing vibes. But you probably gave off more, I'm so excited to meet this guy, OMG high, which was low-key embarrassing, but you'd manage. When you reached them, you had to crane your neck to make eye contact with Jupiter, but it was so worth it, with a huge grin.
Holy shit, you're freaking tall.
Jupiter blinked.
Yes? Yes, is that a bad thing?
You immediately shook your head.
No, it's really cool. I've literally never met someone as tall as you.
You smiled up at him, then blinked.
Oh, sorry. I'm horrendous at first impression. I'm Kiko. You must be Jupiter, right? I've heard great things. Your garden's incredible, and your crochet stuff in the cabin is adorable. I don't know how you do it.
Like a switch had flipped, Jupiter grinned, leaning down a little.
Thank you. Granted, I haven't heard much, but other than you getting my brother's approval to live with us. But you seem very kind. Yeah. I've been crocheting a long time, but I'm sure that you can learn too. Did you see the vegetable garden behind the house too, or just flowers?
Thanks. It means a lot.
You shot Mars a wink as a thank you to him for approval before carrying on to Jupiter's questions.
I didn't see the back garden, but I'd love for you to show me. Maybe tomorrow when the sun's out?
Damn, you're going to have to get used to there being a sun. There's no day-night cycle in the afterlife, nor underground.
I think my hands shake too much to crochet, but I would sure try if you'd like me to. I will warn you that I'm more of a painter, though.
Jupiter chuckled fondly.
I would like to show you the garden, and if you'd like to try crochet, I'd love to have a buddy. It's wonderful to meet you too, Painter Kigo.
He offered to shake your hand, and without thinking you accepted, forgetting about your broken wrist completely. Jupiter hesitated, noticing the crack, but very gently shook your hand anyway. Smiled softly, blushing a little in embarrassment.
Don't worry, it doesn't hurt much anymore.
He chuckled softly.
I bet it hurt in the moment.
He shrugged.
Not that I remember, actually. I broke it myself succeeding to get out of handcuffs. But I don't recall the pain at all.
And Jupiter choked a little.
Oh!
Mars raised a brow, gently taking your wrist and inspecting it. He blushed heavily, but didn't say a word. After a full minute of enduring Mars' huge hands hovering and tracing over the sensitive crack, he hummed and let you go.
Okay, that's you.
I forgot. You said I was 7 years old? He hesitated, but nodded.
Yeah.
Mars furrowed his brow. what were you doing in handcuffs at 16? So, you could be honest. You didn't mind anyone knowing you were a lab rat. Where's the fun in that?
I know I can read that.
You volunteered for this, bitch. You called dibs. All you.
Yeah, I did. Hold on. Let me prepare myself.
Have a little fun with it.
Oh, you know.
Get a game
Blanked
on.
out. What's going on?
Oh, you know, when the bad girl
line
did some
is-
bad things.
Mars looked puzzled, but Jupiter had apparently got the reference. He barked a laugh.
Did he just karma? Seriously?
Oh, you just couldn't help yourself. That was a perfect opportunity.
You're right. I should have known better.
Jupiter let out
That's-
a wheezing giggle.
No,
That's vile. Go sing that at Edge. He hates it.
He grin immediately turned mischievous.
Oh, he'll never expect my serenade.
A new skeleton pair caught your eye, and holy shit! Outer Tail? He smiled and waved, and both made their way towards you. Outer Sands had on his signature jacket, which, drip immaculate, both of them! He had on black pants and matching blue and gold sneakers. The papyrus had a dark royal blue turtleneck and a gorgeous blue and gold scarf with pants similar to Outer Sands, but paired with some of the cutest boots you'd seen in your life.
Hi, I'm Kigo. Your outfits are incredible. I love the space theme.
He smiled up at them. Like most of the universes, you were tiny in comparison, which still pissed you off. But like Hop, Outer was actually pretty close in size. Felt like the other AUs were being dramatic about the size difference, or maybe you were in denial, something about a river in Egypt. The Sands waved back.
I'll speak again. Thanks, kid. I'm Cosmic. This is Orion.
He playfully elbowed his brother, who threw back a playful glare.
So Sal isn't here.
You don't have Sal.
Why the-
Hey, Mo, do you want to be?
Yeah, but it's all you.
Okay, be...
Huh?
Yeah. I would just yell into the mic.
Yell.
That's usually what we do.
At 3 in the morning, I don't know what
Get
time
your
it is.
aggression on. You got this. Manifest your inner papyrus. If it's really needed.
Yeah, you're voicing.
You gotta play
I
Outer
need you
Tail
to play-
Papyrus because Sal isn't here.
You got it.
I think I forgot to give Sal the reading at.
Okay.
Sobbing.
Get it? Wait, at Sal. Let's at someone at Sal, please.
I don't know if they're available.
Got it.
I can try. Hello, small Kiga. Thank you for the compliment. It is less of a space theme and more that we are from space.
Should I just continue, or are we gonna wait for Sal to respond?
No, just keep going.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Continue.
It's like he
We'll
has
see if
like
Sal's gonna
line.
make it.
Sal
Yeah.
knows what today is.
You
Do they?
actually kind of forgot about that.
I don't know.
That that sounds incredible. Did you guys fly spaceships and shit? I'm thinking of Voltron right now, and my clothes are way off.
He raised a brow and grinned. Wait, that effect is lost. You only have one brow, idiot. Cosmic Sans? Holy shit, his name is a pun. That's awesome. You wonder if Orion even noticed. Cosmic chuckled softly, tilting his head.
Not exactly, but you're not too far off.
You smiled, but it wasn't until he tilted his head that you noticed his magic was gold, like Gaster's, but healthier, brighter, and prettier. You silently clenched your jaw and forced your soul to relax. This was not Gaster. He looked nothing like Gaster. Chill the fuck out, Key. Key? Well, it was the same as Key, you guess. You shook your head to clear it.
Cool.
Cosmic raised a brow, but Helvetica was calling everyone to the kitchen to bring the food out to the table. So you dodged the rest of the conversation, thank the stars. Mars and Jupiter went to help as well, leaving you behind. You guessed you should be a good guest and started to follow them when you bumped into another skeleton. Damn, your depth perception sucks. At the hood, you assumed you bumped into Hop again.
Oh, well. Wait. Oh, there we are. Sorry,
You then noticed his hoodie was different. He glanced at you from under the shadow of his hood, and he caught a purple and red eyelet. It was Dust.
Oh, you are not who I thought you were. Hi, I'm Kiko. Sorry for bumping into you. I'm, half blind, so...
He smiled weakly. He grunted.
Dust.
Cheetah.
Brendan, what do you mean?
Voice this movie, girl.
Oh,
Oh, wait, no, it's me again. I keep
you-
forgetting. I didn't realize there was no narration there. Hold on.
where are you telling me to die?
Yeah, okay. Are you telling me to die, or is that your name?
You couldn't help but fuck with him just a little. Dust leaned closer.
Wouldn't you like to know?
He gave you a manic grin. You grinned back. Okay, he was intimidating, but like, in a hot way. You were a whore for sure, and your tastes were questionable at best, but that was your business.
Oh, so I should just call you mine, then?
You playfully batted your eye at him, and you were immediately fed straight serotonin by the aggressive confusion on Dust's face. He blushed a little, hesitating before nailing you with the glare.
You got a death wish, Tiny?
You quickly regained your shit-eating grin.
Only if it's you, Dusty.
Purple blush flooded his face, and he took a step forward, probably to grab you by the collar and shake some sense into you, which you probably needed and definitely deserved, when Red picked that moment to simply appear behind you, placing a hand on your shoulder and leaning towards Dust.
You got a problem?
Oh,
Dust glared up at him.
You got a pet? Gonna call her nice and pretty like your brothers?
Red's eyelids guttered out, replaced by a single red one, like Mars.
Close your fucking mouth, for I make you match your name.
Dust sneered but turned tail, seeing something to your left. You swore you saw someone follow Dust, but when you leaned to look, there was nothing. With a shrug, you turned to see what, or likely who, had scared Dust off. Unsurprisingly, Mars. Surprisingly, Classic and Edge were also there, looking frustrated and pissed out of his mind, respectively. Red leaned into your view.
You alright, kid? Did you say something to piss him off, or was he just being his usual sunny self?
He snarked. You offered your usual shit-eating grin.
I'm alright. Yeah, I definitely provoked him. That was my bad.
The hell you
Red
say,
raised a
kid?
brow.
I'm too quick.
You couldn't help but giggle helplessly
Just keep going.
while recounting the interaction. You got a good snicker out of Red and a playfully disappointed headshake from Classic for your troubles, which delighted you, but Edge looked beyond pissed.
Are
You
you
looked away.
mad about what he said about you? Oh, wait, no.
Edge
I'm
sneered.
wait.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Go ahead.
Edge sneered.
Mars,
Oh,
your
I
Edge.
missed.
Yeah, I'm Edge. Edge
No.
sneered. Of course not. I do not care about that little wretch, nor what he thinks or says. I'm merely offended that he felt worthy enough to drag me into his petty bullshit. He checked his sharp, claw-like fingertips in what you immediately caught to be a nervous tick.
Yeah, kind of a dick move on his part. Was that color thing he said, offensive?
Wait, no. Bad route. You knew what collars were in their universe, but they didn't know about yours.
In my universe, colors represent protection of someone, not so much, ownership.
Red and Edge both paused.
That's, here.
Oh, ours? Kinda, yeah.
Edge cleared his throat and nodded stiffly. Quite similar. Leeway. Perfect.
There's no shame in that. I know I'd do anything to protect my brother. Hell, I have done anything to protect him. If that's what had to happen to keep each other safe, then you did the right thing.
Edge and Red stared at you for a little while, and you felt your blush slowly spread across your face. Growing embarrassed,
Sorry, I think I'll shut up now.
Edge flicked your forehead before walking away, and Red squeezed your shoulder lightly, giving you a little smile.
I think that's it.
correct?
Yeah.
I gotta go help the others before Vet has kittens. You wait here with Mars.
You nodded.
I'm sorry if I overstepped.
Red paused for a second before flicking you on the forehead like his brother.
You're a good kid. You'd, probably be a good therapist too, but maybe wait till you get past the mindfuck that is waking up in a new universe.
He blushed a little, but nodded. He smiled.
And you didn't need to apologize. I think we needed to hear that.
And he was gone. By the frightened yelps and scolding shouts in the kitchen, you could guess where he teleported to. You chuckled, then yelped yourself when you leaned back a little and bumped straight into Mars.
I swear I can't see shit. I got shorter, my depth of perception is worse, and my body balance changed? Why am I actually nerfed?
Mars laughed, steadying you by grabbing your right forearm and left shoulder. You hissed a little because he just nicked one of the holes in the bone from the DT experiments, but offered him a smile and thanks for catching it. He let you go the second you expressed pain, checking your shoulder before looking at your arm. Wholeness? You smiled weakly, fighting a grimace at the wording.
Lab testing. Don't worry, it doesn't usually bother me or even hurt. Just surprised me, is all.
He nodded slowly. You should stay away from dust. You hesitated, but nodded. You didn't want to worry him any more than you already had. Oops. He led you to sit next to him near the corner of the table, leaving a seat on the other side for your brother. Apollo came in from the kitchen with a large slow cooker, setting it on the table near you before taking the seat to your left. He took your hand under the table with a smile.
Have you made friends?
You chuckled.
And enemies, apparently. But I think I've got a mob of guys trying to protect me. I swear I'm not that small.
Your brother giggled.
You're not, but I can see why they'd worry. Plus, I told you, Sans, you're easy to love.
You glared playfully at him.
Fuck off.
Apollo chuckled good-naturedly and flicked you on the forehead.
You are the third person to do that today.
Apollo laughed at your misfortune like the angel he was. Truly.
You most definitely deserved it.
He snickered.
Fair enough. I almost got jumped by one guy for flirting with him.
If you got mollyrocked for trying to fuck yourself, you would have absolutely deserved it, and I was not saving you.
He side-eyed you, but could barely hide his grin. Sometimes you regretted raising him to be just as much of a little shit as you.
First off, it's fucking Molly wept.
You wheezed, curling in on yourself with laughter.
Millie Rock is a dance, you idiot.
He hadn't even noticed the rest of the guys walking into the room and hearing most of that conversation, but even when he did, he didn't really care. Apollo smacked you over the back of your head, but it didn't stop your giggles. Lust sat across from you with a wink, making his eyelights little purple hearts to tease you. He smirked and gasped playfully, placing your free hand and pretending to fawn. Lust laughed, sticking out the tip of his tongue at you. You did the same, showing off the little tongue piercing that Kara begged you to get so she could win a bet. You ended up really liking it, so you kept the hole in your ecto and switched out the little piercing occasionally. At the moment, you had a little black bone in. Lust's eyelids brightened considerably, morphing to stars for a moment, and he stuck out the rest of his tongue to show off his little silver heart piercing. You grinned, and he flipped his tongue up to show the bottom of the piercing, which said, bitch.
So cute. What? I'm stealing your style.
Lust looked flattered.
I share sweets.
You chuckled.
Do you flirt with everyone, or am I special?
Lust raised a brow.
Didn't you just flirt with Dust and almost get dusted for it?
You smiled at the pun.
Severe response.
You joked, playfully blowing a kiss.
I'm a professional at pissing people off.
Your brother elbowed you.
He enjoys it.
You laughed.
Prime entertainment, bro.
He rolled his eyes at you before happily accepting a plate from Pyrus. Once everyone was in the dining room, food was passed around and plated. You didn't grab anything. You knew it wouldn't look good, but you just really weren't hungry. You were sleeping before you teleported here, so your mana had already been boosted. There was much less magic in the air here, so you knew you'd have to get used to eating again, You hadn't eaten regularly in 7 years, and you hadn't eaten at all in over 3. You weren't going to force yourself just to throw up later. That was a waste of food. You were too lost in thought to notice Mars' concerned look, nor anyone else's. Someone subtly dumped a little Hawaiian roll on your plate, and you stared at it for a while before sneaking it onto Apollo's plate when he wasn't looking. Resting your cheek on your right hand, you pretty much just people-watched the whole time. You were happy to see that Apollo had made some friends as well. Immediately, Desi, Tango, Pyrus, Orion, and Blue were in your good books for making your brother happy. You did notice Blue choke on his food looking at you. Raised a brow, chuckling a little at his misfortune, while also being curious as to what freaked him out.
You have holes in your arm?
Grimaced.
I also have trypophobia. Please don't call them that.
He laughed lightly, poking at them.
Don't worry, they're old.
That is very worrying, Kiko.
Blue looked so serious he snorted.
You guys are such moms. Holy shit.
He snickered.
I'm a grown man, not a baby bones.
Apollo snickered.
Though it is amusing to see you all dote on him, especially with how much of a shit he is.
You rolled your eyes.
You are just as bad.
He deadpanned.
You're where I get it from.
He shrugged with a grin.
Guilty.
Blue still looked upset.
How did you get those wounds like that anyway?
Red elbowed him in the ribs.
You met everyone, right? What universe do you think you would check out if you had the chance?
When he finished his sentence, he shot a quick glare at Blue. It was subtle, but you noticed. He smiled nervously for a moment.
It's alright, I'm not shy, or secretive, really. I was a lab rat.
He chuckled softly.
I didn't really ask about anyone's universes, but I'd have to say Cosmic and Orion sounds cool as shit. I'd love to go to space.
Cosmic and Orion both smiled, pride lighting their magic. You smiled back, but Apollo snickered and nudged you.
No, you wouldn't. Gaster's alive there.
He laughed helplessly at your disgust.
Space is so cool. I just avoid him or something.
He shrugged with a smile. Classic sat up straight. You both can remember Gaster? Apollo paused.
Well,
Helpful.
yes, of course.
You gave a wry grin.
Quite unforgettable, unfortunately.
Classic frowned.
Who is classic?
Really?
It's me.
Oh.
Just. What is my computer doing? There we go.
Oh.
What do you mean? The machine. It's to bring him back from the void. Most of us can't remember him at all. Cosmic's universe is different enough from ours because of its location that Gaster didn't die. That's the only universe other than yours. That is great. You blinked.
Oh.
Darkling.
Darkling, you've gone roboted.
What?
You've roboted Darkling.
Oh, do I need to
Keep
reread
cutting
that
out.
whole?
No,
No.
he
No, you were.
isn't cutting out. What?
Oh, he cut
It's
out for
cutting
us.
out for
Okay,
me.
well, we can keep
He's
going.
not cutting out for me.
Do I need to read
It was. No, just
Oh,
continue.
you're fine.
For me, the
Okay.
end of that and the you
You. Where? Continue from where?
blinked merged
You blink.
together.
You blink.
Yeah, you blinked, then grinned.
Gaster's dead in our universe.
Classic hesitated, but you remember him? You grimaced, then snarked.
Oh, dude, I wish I could forget. Who's a lab rat did you think I was? Shit, we both were.
You gestured to Apollo. Classic furrowed his brow. If he was a scientist, you shouldn't be able to remember him. The void. He sighed.
Why didn't it kill him?
Red raised a brow, shifting forward in his seat and leaning on the elbows of his crossed arms.
Then what did?
You couldn't help flashing him your favorite manic grin.
Me.
The creature.
I
Wonderful.
love that
touch.
ending note.
I got you
Oh, yeah.
5 seconds. I gotta run upstairs and eat for 5 minutes. I don't know how much I'm gonna speed. My mother's
See if
getting
there's
yelled at by my
food
grandfather.
downstairs.
Wait, let me
We're
see
going
how
to
much.
Do we
do...
take a little pause? I assume. Then.
Okay.
Start reading the comments. Start reading the
Yeah,
comments.
read the
Fine.
comments. Also, what's that little that note about the G what the heck?
What?
Let me go back
I
upstairs.
was tempted to add Gaster Sands.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little
Traumatize the
mini-
babies, you know.
A
Give
little.
them that
This
little
is supposed to say
PTSD.
mini. I don't know what the fuck pneumo scare is, but a jump
Jump
scare.
scare.
Oh my god, I was typing really fast. Okay.
What the heck is the new?
Nemo, what? You'll just have
Nemo
a little
scare.
clownfish pop up, you know.
Man,
Okay,
no
yeah, we
more
can read
scare, my
comments.
favorite.
Okay. Yeah.
Comment time. Let's
Yeah,
go.
good.
Okay, baby. Don't be too silly.
Shenanigans! Not gonna lie, I'm loving the tension between Dust and Kigo. Also, the nod
I
to the
will
ghost paps
server
that
mute you.
follows.
Oh,
What the
Sal!
Why can't I exist?
They know I
Sal was
feel.
mentioned. Sal mentioned.
Can I not read the comment?
No.
No, you can read the comment.
No.
Oh.
No.
Kitty Pilt says, why must we suffer the torture of the cliffhanger? Love your you pray and I can't
You killed him. I'll save you.
win.
Who is texting moi? That's my life 360. Luna! Oh no, Luna already left. I can't threaten her location.
Gooberman says the character list expands yet again. This is a really nice.
Stop killing Gino.
Bro died fully. Bro fully has died.
Jay's trying to get rid of you because you're reading the comments aloud.
He doesn't
Because
exist.
Jay's
Rude.
evil. Jay's
He who will not be
evil.
named.
Okay, wow, rude.
This distinct feeling that shit's about to hit the fan.
Proceeds to hit the fan.
As fuck, sobbing emoji. He can just start trauma dumping too. Sobbing emoji. What?
Who just died?
I'm back.
Amazing.
I've acquired.
Wow, we can finally keep reading. Woo!
What is not
Yeah,
here?
I need to mute another server for 3 hours. Okay.
Oh no.
I've acquired what
It'd be
is
like
the
that
equivalent
sometimes.
of chicken nuggets, but they're just torn up chicken patties because we don't have any more buns.
Damn.
Man. We need to wait for Luna.
Oh, wait, am I?
Yeah.
We need to wait for Luna, don't we?
Luna's
Oh,
here!
is Luna still.
No.
Luna's
Oh,
here.
Luna's
Luna's munching, they're just muted.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're here.
I didn't realize.
Okay.
We're fine.
Luna is munch. I am teleporting
Kigo.
audio
Oh, this is
wise.
Oh.
What the
What?
fuck?
Oh, I didn't even realize. What am I the starting word? What the heck? Me.
Your chin was still resting in your hand, hopefully achieving a relaxed, careless appearance to hide your mental freak out. You had not meant for them to know about this soon. Hell, you were planning on letting them, at least Mars, see the hole in your head before you told them about Merc and Gaster. Blue and Dyrus stared silently at their plates, looking alarmed. Classic looked disturbed. Dust didn't look at you with disdain for a moment, and the Outertail brothers made eye contact with each other before shooting concerned looks at you. Yikes, they probably won't like you anymore. Pops and Tango had a similar reaction, but that looked more concerned for you before they looked away and minded their business. Good for them, honestly, but you were too petty for that. Helvetica raised a brow, sitting up straight and I'm so sorry, boy, can you mute whenever you're not speaking? The birds are making me like...
Oh yeah, my bad, sorry.
Life.
Good for them, honestly, but you were too petty for that. Helvetica raised a brow, sitting up straight and watching you. Desi and Les shrugged and kept eating, not appearing to be all that attached to their gaster. Stretch glared at you. Red and Edge made eye contact for a moment before Red leaned towards you a little from further down the table.
Yeah, killed him?
You hesitated, but nodded. You were committed now, and you sure they had already checked you or would soon and knew your LV was a solid 4. Apollo lightly squeezed your hand, sending a concerned look to you. You squeezed back with a light smile.
He was a dick. I'm not ashamed.
Red hummed.
Good.
You flashed him a grin, ignoring classics.
Not good, actually.
Red shrugged, letting his eyelights glow red for a minute.
Gaster was an ass in our universe, too. If his Gaster was anything like mine, he deserved however Kiko took him out.
Red sat up, raising a brow.
You get LV from it? Or, if you don't mind me, if I ask you about it.
You shrugged.
No, I think you're
You're welcome.
me.
You're welcome.
Stop making me laugh. No, secretive guy, really. Stop making mute. Not a secretive guy, really. I might not have an answer for everything, but I'm not gonna be pissed about you asking. I got 4 LV from it.
Red choked.
4?
Edge sat up straight.
From killing just Gaster?
You nodded.
He had a shit ton of LV. I honestly don't know where it came from. I didn't see or hear about him killing anyone.
Red grimaced.
Shit.
Then he grinned.
How'd you kill him?
Iris groaned.
We are at the dinner table, Red. Please.
Boyd. Boyd.
Fuck.
I think.
Boyd.
We are at the dinner table, Red. Please.
Red whined.
Dude, I just want to hear.
Hedge rolled his eyes.
I actually wanted to hear as well if Mouse was willing to tell.
You blushed at the. You blinked at the nickname, but thought it was kind of cute, so you shrugged it off.
Bone spike for the ribcage impaled him and his soul, and kept him there till my KR took him out.
Edge and Red both stared at you, Red raising a brow with a low-key impressed smile. Iris grimaced and Blue sighed. Classic and Stretch both flinched, and most of the other guys gaped a little at you. Who's a little baby now, bitches? No, bad Kigo. Stop being aggressive. Helvetica leaned towards you from across Red. You have karmic retribution. You nodded.
As long as I can remember, found out because I bit the shit out of Gaster enough that he muzzled me.
You chuckled. Your brother had definitely not been notified of that, though, and nudged you.
The fuck you mean, muzzled? Sans, when was this?
He shot you an incredulous look, and you laughed, smiling apologetically.
I don't know. You were maybe 13, maybe a little older. I don't really remember.
You shrugged. It was hilarious. You called him a kinky bitch pedophile for like weeks after. Gaster would never know why you kept calling him Aubrey or Drizzy either, and that was enough peace in your heart to keep you going. Also, that Josh Hutcherson edit was stuck in your head for like a while, but you don't mind that part. Paul raised a brow.
Was it from biting him or being a little shit that got you muzzled?
You smirked.
It got me muzzled. It was the fact that I could still speak after being muzzled that...
You stopped yourself.
That's dark, actually. Never mind.
A little early to say that you've been tortured. You took a sip of water. Red looked oddly sympathetic.
I think our universes were pretty similar. Was Alphys a little crazy?
Apollo was pissed at you for not telling him this, you could tell. He shot you a glare before hitting him with full snark.
We wouldn't know since he killed her.
You choked on your water, laughing with your full chest.
No, don't say it like that.
Apollo fought a smile, obviously still wanting to be mad at you.
You did?
It was an accident.
You set the lab on fire?
In all fairness, it was on fire like a week before. I didn't know parents were finished enough for people to be in it. And I met her before she died. Be for real, she was very kind.
Yeah, not exactly how you wanted this dinner to go. Thanks, Apollo. Who looked vaguely ill. Pyrus looked slightly more alarmed. Classic and Stretch glanced at each other before and nodded before looking at you, which you assumed was them checking you. Red and Edge didn't seem all that phased, though. Hell, they looked impressed. That's, Red speaking.
So, not too much like our universe, but you definitely got some aspects of ours with the way Gaster acted.
You nodded, crossing your legs and sitting on the chair crisscross. R slightly nudged you, and you turned to him immediately, tilting your head in question. I was playing this you.
Don't feel too bad. Most of us have done much worse than killing Gaster and accidentally killing someone else. They're not going to judge you. If they do, they've got one hell of a reality check coming.
You hesitated, but nodded quiet. How the fuck do you nod quietly?
Yeah, what?
I don't know. It's such a like ubiquitous phrase. It happens constantly.
I admit, like, okay, when I say, like, okay, I know for a fact what I meant is, like, subtly. I meant, like, he nodded, like, subtly, but...
It's like saying smiled
Crazy
quietly.
life.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Continue.
This is Gino.
Oh wait, where are we? I got distracted.
Say
Thanks.
thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Left snicker, tapping the table to catch your attention.
Gaster injected us with a sex drug. In my eyes, you knew anything you please.
You grimaced.
Yikes, damn, I thought blinding me was bad.
Gaster did?
Chuckled, but left smile.
Kill me. I would gladly.
You chuckled and the smile fell immediately.
What's going on?
Gaster did that? Your wrist too?
You
Kinky.
looked away.
Well, I broke my own wrist actually, but it was to get away from him, so yeah, I guess. Or I was blinded by the fire he started.
Less frown.
That's fuck, dude.
You shrugged.
He's gone now.
Desi and Tango glanced at each other before Desi leaned towards your brother. Did he hurt you as well, Apollo? Your brother hesitated, then glanced at you. You tilted your head, not understanding what he wanted until he steadily gestured toward his chest, and you realized he wanted permission. You nodded.
It's your injury, your truth.
He nodded.
My entire ribcage is caved in.
That
He said
immediately
calmly.
ended all conversation. All
That's
conversation.
totally
Everyone at the table staring at you and your brother.
How
Then
does
Dust
one...
looked creeped out. Classic
one
glance
get-
at Papyrus, then Apollo.
Never mind. I got why you killed him now. Honestly, I think I would have done the same.
You smiled at him.
You're me, aren't you?
He hesitated, but nodded.
Then yeah, you would've.
When you looked down, there was a baked chicken leg on your plate. You blinked, then pawned it off to your brother when he got distracted by a conversation between him, Tango, and Desi. You seriously just couldn't eat. You did drink your water easily, though, so maybe you could get Apollo to flood your water with magic so you didn't have to eat. No, that's fucking stupid. Stop avoiding your problems, Leo. When a couple of french fries landed on your plate and you caught the movement before they could lose the glow of gravity magic, you glanced at Mars with a raised brow. He was looking at the complete opposite direction, which was a wall. You snickered.
Little big guy?
You chuckled softly when he grumbled something about having no idea what you were talking about. Lust just kept you entertained most of the dinner, asking innocent questions about your universe and telling you about his.
So, I was a stripper at Grillby's, basically. I've heard it's just a bar in most other universes.
You smiled.
He owned a bar in my universe, yeah. When me and Paula were separated, Gribbly joined to look out for him for me.
Shut up!
A real angel sport.
You love it when we can't read.
Real angel sparks.
Lust blinked and smirked.
Sparks? Angel, it sounds like you had the hots for him.
He chuckled, wiggling his brows. You blushed.
And if I did?
Ruby was special. Ruby was there for you, and you loved him. Lust paused, blinking.
Wait, seriously? You were with Grobly too?
You blinked.
Two?
Lust nodded frantically.
Dude, me and Groby loved each other. None of the other universes... Oh my gosh. None of the other universe us got with him, other than me and Cosmic. Blue's Groby wasn't his type. Red's Groby was a mean as a shit. And this universe's Groby was already married and had a kid by the time Classic met him. They're friends, but they don't have that connection.
You grinned.
Me and Groby were bonded.
You opened your mouth to rave about how much you loved him before you shut it. Holy shit, you weren't going to see him again. Him or Kara. All that time in the lab, you wanted so badly to live a happy life, but you ended up building a family in the afterlife. And now you were gone. Your smile fell.
We were bonded.
Gus clenched his jaw.
Me and Cosmic were too. Cosmic, they were thinking about kids.
Ouch. You sent a sympathetic glance Cosmic's way, even if he wasn't listening to you two.
We adopted.
Lush choked.
You had a kid?
Damn it, Kiko, stop being honest and friendly. Apollo blinked.
Sans, on everything that is holy, if you hid a child from me other than the one I'm
Floyd!
thinking you're
Are
talking
you
about,
alive?
Floyd! Stop muting yourself!
No, I think they're birds.
Birds.
the bird.
Oh, it's the bird!
Yeah.
Never mind. I forgot
Sans,
about
on
the bird.
everything that is holy, if you had hid a child from me other than the one that I'm thinking you're talking about, I'm dusting you.
He deadpanned, making hard eye contact with you. He chuckled.
Hold up. I lost my face, just reloaded on me. Hold on. There we go. I'm talking about Kara, bro. Relax. Promise, no secret baby bones.
He rolled his eyes.
Well, considering I had to learn about your little princess through Grillby during God practice, I wanted to make sure.
You winced.
Sorry, I didn't think we were on speaking terms. I should have told you.
He sighed and went back to eating. Classic pointed at you.
Are we talking about psycho-genocidal Kara or the nice kid that fell into the underground Kara?
You grinned.
Both? She killed a lot of people, the little devil, but she broke in at one point and I found her crying, so I took her in. I didn't really ask questions.
You glanced at Lust.
That was before I met Grillby, though.
Lust nodded, brows furrowed.
So, you had a whole family?
You tensed, but it was slow.
Yeah, I guess I did. But I've still got Apollo, and he's my ride or die.
Apollo kicked you under the table for that one, hiding a smile behind his hand.
That's what matters, right?
Edge and Red made eye contact again. Damn, you have to stop worrying these people. You're gonna sound like a Mary Sue and you hate that shit. You are not a picnic. Apollo leaned a little closer to you, whispering low enough that no one could hear.
I didn't know that you were bonded. I'm sorry.
You nudged him gently.
Don't worry about it. I'll see him again one day.
Apollo nudged you back with a nod. As the night was ending, Helvetica slipped you a monster candy. You stared at it for a moment before smiling and pocketing it into your cargo pants. Gibby nodded at you before taking his leave and saving the dishes. Edge flicked the back of your head and you laughed, shooting a tiny bone back at him. Red caught it and raised a brow at you, so you stuck your tongue out at him. You let your brother drag you into a hug before you were led outside by Mars. Jupiter shot you a concerned look as you followed them through the forest towards the cabin.
Beep boop.
Sorry. I didn't want to comment during dinner, but I noticed you didn't eat. you have any dietary restrictions?
You hesitated, not really knowing how much you wanted to tell them, considering your brother didn't know that. You would tell your brother tonight.
Oh, right. To be honest, I haven't eaten regularly in about 7 years, maybe more.
You refuse to look at their faces, keeping your gaze firmly on the stars. Oh, Sans, the stars. How do you miss them?
I survived off DT injections for 5 years, then ambient magic in the air for the last 3. The air in my universe was so thick with magic, you didn't need to eat, so I didn't. I guess I didn't think that'd be an issue anymore.
The brothers were silent, so you kept going.
Oh.
You know.
Sorry, you're really quiet for me, so...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, I was like, it's hard for me to tell when you're ending.
Can you make Jay any louder on your end or no?
Jay is the loudest she can get for me.
It's because I'm on my computer. My computer's
Yeah, you can turn out your output volume in your settings.
I think if Jay does that, we all have to edit.
I know we can all turn it, but it will probably help.
Hold on, I can do that. But just keep going.
Yeah. I know I'll have to start eating again.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to burn you with that.
Do you want me to take over narrating?
No, I got it. You
Okay.
clench your jaw and search for constellations, struggling to remember their names and stories. A large hand, output value? Like this? Ah. Is this better? Hello?
Lovely.
Is this better?
Luna, shut up.
It's still very quiet.
Jail! Jail!
They sound about the
Going
same
into
to me.
jail! Jail
Okay.
time.
It's a reason.
You know what? Just for that, I'm going to draw a little cage, little drawing of a cage, and I'm gonna put your little thing, your little bit in it. Jail! Naughty jail!
Popping!
were
I'm gonna
so
be in there
quiet for
so
me.
much.
Is this
I'm
better?
gonna be in that jail so much.
It's true.
Is this
My volume
better?
I'm
up.
getting jail.
That's a little better.
Okay.
That's good enough.
Sorry.
Why is my page reloading again?
You clench your jaw and search for constellations, struggling to remember their names and stories. A large hand engulfs your shoulder.
You're not a burden, Kigo.
You choked on emotion. Now is not the time for a mental breakdown. Babes, Mars is being nice because he's a nice guy. You are not doing this right now. You took a deep breath. Thank you. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
My bad.
Bro took
A
over.
little too into the zone.
Yeah.
I was rushing.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I swear to God, if what you're typing right now. Okay.
Thank you.
Sobbing!
Luna,
You're wrong.
go to jail. Go to
I
jail.
read it!
Oh, my bad. I didn't hear you. At the cabin, the brothers wished you a quiet good night, leaving you in your room with a couple of pairs of clothes that Less and Hop sent you via Red's teleportation/delivery service. Slipping on a pair of sweats and a tank top, you settled into your book nook, looking outside. You waited a little, straining to see the stars through your window. You weren't really tired, and you were tired of struggling, so you simply teleported outside. You debated climbing a tree before you returned and realized the roof would be a better perch. Thankfully, the tank top was too big for you, so you let your ribcage shift into letting your wings free from beneath your shoulder blades. Filling the gaps with ecto, you gave 2 warm-up flaps before taking off and landing on the roof of the cottage. You smiled and watched the stars for a long time before looking at the mansion. You saw the light was on in the 3rd floor. You leaned forward, performing a check on the silhouette in the window, pleased to see it was your brother. The window shade was rolled up, and you waved frantically at him before just teleporting to his room when he didn't see you.
Holy damn it, Sans! Don't do that! You scared the shit out of me!
The fact that it took this long for anyone to look up as a sounding, by the way. No, actually, they just did not look. Sorry. You grinned at your brother as he pointed and shouted at you.
Don't you want to see the stars?
Apollo paused and smiled.
Of course I do.
You gave your favorite manic grin before opening the window and jumping out of it. You relish in your brother's panic shriek before shooting up to land on the mansion. You peeked over the edge to see Apollo leaning out of the window to look at you. You smiled and waved at him before jumping off the roof, grabbing him, and teleporting you both back up to the roof.
You have got to stop doing that!
Apollo gasped, staring at you with wide eyes and a simultaneously panicked and thrilled smile. He stretched and summoned his own wings, stretching them wide open before relaxing them. You both sat on the edge, looking at the stars. For a while, you told Papyrus about Greek mythology, until he finally asked you the dreaded question about what Gaster put you through. He didn't ask everything, and there was a lot you just weren't ready to tell, but he understood a lot more about your reasoning now. You told him about the experiments with DT and the Void, about the starvation and torture. You did tell him that you had taken his place in a lot of it, which took one hell of a toll on your brother. He blanketed you with one of his wings and listened to every word. You watched the stars together and talked for hours. It was quiet. It was tender. You told him about Groby and Kara, how Groby had seen something in you that you would never understand and fallen for your non-existent charms after about 3 months of seeing each other at the border. You told him about finding Kara alone in a field of flowers, shaking and sobbing with dust on her hands and blood down her front. Oh, nope, that is...
Me!
I was reading!
She killed everyone. I didn't ask her why, but I think she wanted her family to join her in the afterlife when she died a long time ago. She was a ghost for a long time and possessed the ferocious kid of determination that fell. That's why I first went to heaven. Chara killed them both.
I love murder.
Void.
She stabbed herself.
After killing Asgore, yeah.
Pyrus told you about his time in heaven, about how he soared through training and ego-checked the princess at every opportunity. He made a friend in Metaton, but hadn't found anyone romantically. He told you about the palace. You told him about yours. Your brothers, as always. When Apollo got tired, but physically couldn't sleep because you're a demonic presence, so you teleported him back into his room, giving him one last hug and a tap of a skeleton kiss on his forehead for old time's sake, which Pyrus chuckled sleepily at before teleporting back to the college roof. You had drained a lot of your magic by teleporting so much, but you weren't low enough to force yourself to eat, so you saved the monster candy for tomorrow. You didn't sleep that night. You watched the stars dance slowly across the sky, and was absolutely delighted to see the Milky Way belt for the first time through the light pollution. You smiled as you watched the sunrise. You swear you could feel Sans holding your hand again, watching it with you. And this is
Okay.
whenever I was like, this is the
Also-
chapter where I was like, oh, I'm adding Groby.
Goodness gracious. I need to plead my case. I am literally calling out the obvious. I don't deserve to be in jail.
No, you're getting put in jail, Luna. I need
to plead my case.
You're going to jail.
No,
I have not done nothing.
I have the cage.
No.
You're going to jail.
I need to see this.
What the fuck is it? Please.
I'll be in jail.
Yep, we're seeing this.
Don't put me in jail.
Put you in jail.
Let me look. I'm calling out the obvious. This twink of a man is choosing the literal biggest freaking Sans is here.
You're getting
Get
put
Do
in
not
jail.
have that for Luna. Luna deserves to be in jail.
No one likes a
Jail.
Captain Obvious.
Jail.
No one likes a Captain Obvious. Go to jail.
There you go. You've been jailed.
Hey,
Do not pick up
Dream.
200. Do not pass go. Go straight to jail.
Right to jail.
Release me. Well, it's on everyone.
Free speech is for losers, Jester.
Loud, incorrect, bugger.
Yeah,
Are we
yeah.
doing another chapter?
Yeah.
You're going to jail.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in here so much.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see how much time I have before I have to voice again, because I want to chip chomp.
Oh my gosh. It kills
That's
me
fair.
doing Jupiter's voice.
Go chip
I
chomp.
was not
Go chip
prepared.
chomp.
I should have tested Jupiter's voice because that messed with me.
You're silly. That's
Uh-huh.
not so real though.
I'm too silly at me.
Testing
Um,
voices is
I will
also
be-
for
Oh.
voicing.
Who I
You
am
guys-
and
I
when
don't
they show up.
So who's reading now? Or
Um,
who's narrator now?
Me.
Okay.
Me.
Okay.
It's just me and
Would
Jay.
Jester go into
Okay, also a
Jay, you
narrator.
should zoom in.
Or
Oh.
and do you want to narrate?
Okay.
You can
Yeah,
narrate.
I can also narrate. I can narrate this one.
Jay,
Boyd,
Fair
I
enough.
think you
zoom
Okay,
in.
you can narrate.
Hmm?
Oh, do you speak a lot?
Boyd, I think you have every single.
Listen to
Yeah.
Jester.
Sobbing.
Jester,
yeah.
be my
Okay.
lawyer. Be my lawyer, Jester.
I will be narrating so
Jester-
that you
No,
aren't
I'm
talking.
here.
Jester's not even in DC.
I know.
Yeah, but
they're,
I
watching,
can
they're,
narrate.
they're
We have
hearing
to
everything.
Alright.
I'm betting they're on the stream. Anyways, let's continue. We're on.
We're on chapter 14.
Let me go back over to this and actually go to the next chapter.
I take it I probably
Yeah,
should
sorry.
start this one then, because
Freaking my back.
Yes.
Every
I just want to say that
no,
somewhere in these chapters, Helvetica's name is not changed.
Oh, you've ended the stream.
I'm not
Thinker.
at my computer because I'm scavenging.
Damn you this much. What is Jester going on about?
I think no, because the stream is behind, or at least on YouTube, the stream is behind by like a bit, so they're not getting it like in the moment. It's like a couple seconds behind, if not a minute. So
I used
Get
the
out of here,
wrong
Jester.
emote.
Get out of here. I mean, that could be a hug if you really think about it. That could be a hug if you really think about it. It's a one-handed hug.
Warren.
what is going on Jay's side, please?
My dog. Sorry, my dog.
No, I could hear the sounds in the background.
Stop bullying
of
me.
your mic, but like I'm also looking at the stream, so like I just see your bird like
I thought so.
every time.
Sorry, my
Should I
dogs
just-
are just really annoying.
Let
Yeah,
me
you can
pull up.
start.
Sobbing.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Are people reading on their own screens? Because
I am.
Yeah. I
What
figured.
chapter?
We're in chapter
14.
14. I did
Okay.
not just say 13.
Right.
Sobbing,
You get it right.
crying.
Let me pull this up.
That's
Dude,
the wrong
I'm trying to play
pulling
game.
up the right app.
Sobs and bullying noises. Okay.
I can
Okay.
narrate if we need it.
no, it's fine.
No, you are the literal main character. You can't voice
Yeah, you
yourself.
don't have
You
so
don't
many
get to
lines.
narrate.
Yeah,
Sorry.
narrating
You're
right
banned
tonight.
from it.
Something.
At the same time, I'm also Apollo, and Apollo's like,
Well,
This is
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get to
you're
narrate
all of the.
either.
You're basically all
You
of the
don't get to
viruses,
narrate 'cause
Void.
you've got like 15 viruses that you're narrating right now.
I think it's only 2.
It's
not
2
three.
technically. It's 3 because you're doing.
Tango,
where
but
you were
like,
just talking to herself.
Tango
as
never
three
shows
people.
up
honestly,
again.
yeah, I will do it. I can do
That's
that.
Hill's
That's-
gone after this.
Okay.
The first chapter.
Yeah.
They're not treated.
just rarely
Anyways.
shows up.
All right, Darkling.
Chico.
Anyways,
Hi, hello, hi.
I'm starting
My
now.
birds are crazy. Okay.
Okay.
Boyd,
Yeah.
mute your birds, please.
The sun slowly crept up the horizon, and you watched streaks of pink and orange dance across the cornflower blue sky. You're still perched on the roof, but I tuck your wings again at first light, just in case. With a yawn and a full body stretch, you finally hop off the roof, letting the bones in your legs shift to their digitigrade form to put a solid bounce in your fall, cushioning it entirely. You grinned and kicked out each leg to quickly stretch them, before turning to walk back inside the cottage. Mars and Jupiter were at the door, staring at you with wide sockets and gaped mouths. Shit, you definitely should have teleported. Grinning nervously, you offered a little wave and slotted one leg behind the other, as if to hide it behind your back.
So, what if we just pretended you didn't see that?
What the fuck, Higo?
It choked on a laugh not at all expecting that from Jupiter.
I did tell you guys I shrunk when I came here.
Mars took a hesitant step closer. Dude, what the hell? You stepped closer, bouncing on your toes with a smile.
I know it
I'm not
sounds...
talking to you.
Sorry.
I know it sounds weird, but I just grew like this over a year-ish or so with a lot of pain and a lot of extra magic. My bones just kind of shifted. I can shift them back, but I figured it would be weird to you guys. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable.
You leaned into a full crouch, putting you at 2 inches higher than your natural standing height. Mars furrowed his brows looking at your legs. What? What gave you extra magic? He gestured gently at your legs. Like, supplements? You waved your hand in a so-so motion.
No. Not exactly, but close. The magic in the air where I live was really high. The ambient magic was so strong, you seriously didn't have to eat or sleep to have your mana full or survive. Hold on. And all that magic changes your body sometimes. My legs changes to support the weight imbalance of some other things. I don't know if maybe one day I'll show you, but for now I'd like to keep the leg thing between us three.
No.
Mars hesitated but nodded. Okay, I get it. You mentioned that last night, didn't you? You nodded, assuming his injury caused the memory. Jupiter, who had remained quiet throughout the explanation, crouched down and smiled.
Luna.
Sorry. Oh, let me find a spot.
Of
course. I'm glad to see you were actually that short.
You laughed, raising to your normal, comfortable height. You could reach equal standing with Apollo if you stood on your toes, but Jupiter had a solid 6 inches on him, so you're probably still tiny in Jupiter's eyes. But at least now you reached his sternum instead of his lumbar spinal sequence. You were about 5'5" with the human legs, but 5'10" normally with your demonic ones. It reminded you more of a goat or cat legs, but since you definitely had a tail tucked behind your sweats right now, you did not want to think of that for a shit that may imply you just hit 6 inches on your tippy toes. Your guess, Mars was about 5'11", which made him still taller than you, but at least he wouldn't call you small. Mars lightly nudged your shoulder. Just don't jump off roofs anymore, Tiny. You scared me out of my skin. You raised a brow while Jupiter loudly scolded Mars, chuckling softly. You let your bones shift to their more human form, leaning back and lifting your arms to stretch your spine. It didn't pop, which you patted at, but at least it didn't ache anymore. Mars led you back inside the cottage for breakfast, sitting at their circular wooden table. You pulled your legs up to sit crisscross on one of the 4 wooden chairs pulled under a floral tablecloth, leaning on the table with a smile as Mars heckled his brother from beside you, while Jupiter made pancakes in the kitchen. Luna.
Give me a hot. I'm finding it. I have to make this joke. Okay. Will you eat Kiko?
Jupiter turned to face you, giving a hoping smile while waving a pan to show you a pancake. It hurt to disappoint, but you weren't hungry at all. You were a little nauseous, actually, like after a bad DT injection. Little wounds in your arm throbbed at the thought, so you shoved it down and drowned it.
Oh,
just like himself.
What? You saw me?
I'm gonna put you. This is why you're in jail,
Luna.
This is why you're in jail.
Spoilers? Actually, when did you learn that?
I'm saying the obvious. I feel attacked.
Wait, what chapter do we learn that he drowned?
I think it's
it was way later.
It's called Jay has had powers. Jay makes really bad.
What is happening? What is happening? Oh my gosh.
Just like himself.
Oh, I did not hear that.
I'm so lost.
Ducklings.
Am I wrong?
Anyways,
my actual back is hurting from this. Stop it.
Okay, I'm gonna rereading now. Are we ready?
Yep.
I'm sorry, Jupiter.
He couldn't help but avoid his gaze, not wanting to see the dejected look Jupiter was no doubt delivering.
Just not hungry yet.
You rubbed your forearms in a weak attempt at either distracting or comforting yourself, but it didn't do much. Mars nudged your shoulder. All right, Kigo. Just eat something when you're ready. This is your house now, too. You clenched your jaw lightly, but nodded, sending a weak smile Mars's way. Apollo had one hell of a headache in the morning. Not only had he stayed up late with Kigo the night before, but the lack of magic in the air was reeling. He groaned softly, sitting up and resting his forehead on his palm. He grimaced at the sunlight, but it wasn't all that bad in comparison to the light in heaven. He slipped out of bed, stretching and humming softly at the multiple cracks that ran down his spine. He rolled his shoulders and sighed, looking out the window at the sunrise slowly brightening the sky. He smiled lightly, chuckling near deliriously at the thought of being on the surface after everything he went through.
Oh, what the hell?
Apollo changed into some slacks and a tank top lent by Tango before heading downstairs. He needed coffee stat, and definitely breakfast to cure the genuine migraine collecting in his skull. He yawned as he padded downstairs in socks, slipping into the kitchen and checking the time on the stovetop clock. 6:17 a.m. Yikes. He sighed softly, searching for a coffee point before strangling a yelp when he turned and ran straight into Edge. He gasped weakly and raised a hand to protect his chest out of instinct. As Edge raised a brow, lifting his hands placatingly and clearing his throat. Apollo, wasn't it? What happened? Apollo nodded, smiling nervously.
Yes! Sorry, I didn't see you at first. You, startled me a little.
Edge snorted, pulling out a coffee pot from a cabinet and silently setting up the machine. I gathered. Did you want coffee? His smile brightened and he nodded.
Anything I can do to help?
Edge shook his head. Don't worry about it. Helvetica already takes care of cleaning the living room and kitchen. I make coffee for those who drink it, and Blue and Papyrus make breakfast. It's your first day. I know you were a royal guard, as was I, but there's no need to rush or overthink here. He poured himself a cup of black coffee and took a sip before staring timidly into the cup, refusing eye contact. It's soft here. That's something I had to learn the hard way. Apollo hesitated before nudging him gently.
You have a bead, don't you?
Edge tensed, grip tightening on the handle of his mug. Yes. He seemed to immediately assume the worst. Apollo smiled lightly.
I'm not going to judge you for that. I know a lot of people. Good people with LV. I'm guessing your universe was rough?
Apollo was assuming based on their style and the way they acted. He saw them as almost oddly protective, but he truly didn't mind Edge.
Darkling, you're...
Robot.
Darkling
Oh.
the slightest. Especially not with how well they'd hit it off with Kigo.
You're cutting
die?
out.
Cut out a little bit.
Okay.
A little.
I cut out entirely, I guess.
Sobbing.
A little.
I'll just restart.
You scared the shit out of me, by the way. I didn't want to say anything, but I don't know if you heard that.
Apollo was assuming based on their style and the way they acted. He saw them as almost oddly protective, but he truly didn't mind Edge or his brother in the slightest, especially not with how well they'd hit it off with Kigo. Granted, not as well as Kigo and Lust, but that seemed like a rare feat. Apollo would have to get that guy a gift basket or something. Edge's jaw clenched and made firm eye contact. Yes. Apollo lightly hip-checked him.
Then you did what you had to do.
Edge blinked. You and your brother are oddly similar in how you try to therapize us after only just meeting us. Did he talk to you or something? Apollo snickered.
Well, he did raise me, so I guess that's where I get it from. Not really. We kind of just talked about all of you since we've just met. He only mentioned you to say he liked you and read.
Edge hesitated before pulling out some mugs from the cabinet and filling them with coffee. One mug, purple with a black cap painted on it, was nearly drowned in sugar and creamer, while the other few had more even measurements. Well, that's to be expected. It's nice to find a skeleton that isn't intimidated by my greatness. Apollo grinned.
Make that 2 skeletons.
Blood red magic dusted across his nose bridge. Good, now get out of my kitchen, shrink. Apollo snickered, raising a brow.
I don't get coffee.
Apollo was forever a little shit. He was raised by Kigo, after all. Edge snatched another mug from the cabinet, filling it with black coffee, adding a little cream and sugar, then thrust it into Apollo's hands. Out!
Spoilers.
His blush had spread to his cheeks, highlighted Sprite. Apollo grinned.
Thank you, Captain.
He winked and slipped out, fully enjoying the flush that flooded Edge's face. Edge glared at the doorway before aiming his glare at Helvetica, who had walked in from a different entrance. The skeleton was leaning against the doorframe with a smirk. Edge's glare narrowed. Not a word, Tiny, he snarled. Helvetica raised a brow.
I wasn't going to say anything at all.
He strode over and nabbed his purple mug, taking a long sip before looking up at Edge with narrowed eyes and a teasing grin.
Captain.
Edge summoned a long bone shard, but Vet had already teleported out. He groaned, taking his coffee down like a shot before watching his dish and storming out of the kitchen. He shoulder-checked Pyrus on the way out, ignoring his surprised grunt. Pyrus raised a brow at the blush covering Edge's face before shrugging and getting started on breakfast, sipping on his sunset-painted mug of coffee while waiting for Blue to meet him to help with breakfast for 16 skeletons. He had time to start on pancakes and grilling water sausages before Blue arrived in the kitchen. He offered a smile.
Good morning, Blue. Busy this morning?
Blue chuckled and shook his head, grabbing his preferred pan from the lower cabinet next to the stove before resting it on a vacant spot on the stovetop.
Not exactly. Run into a smug Apollo and a very touchy Edge on the way here.
Pyrus laughed softly, placing a hand on his hip.
I ran into Edge too. I was wondering what that was all about.
Blue snickered, buttering his pan, switching the heat on, and waiting for Pyrus to finish his pancake before taking the batter to lighten Pyrus' load. Now able to focus on the sausages only, Pyrus took another sip of his coffee before finishing it off and placing it in the sink for Black to take care of once he finished cleaning the living room. Blue hummed, not looking up from the stove as he expertly flipped a pancake into a golden brown disc before using a spatula to slip it onto a large circular dish.
What do you think of them, the new pair?
Pyrus raised a brow, turning to face Blue a little more while idly shimmering the pan on the stove to rotate the little links.
Apollo and Kiego?
Blue nodded, looking up to flash him a smile.
I like them. I'm glad Mars and Jupiter have new friends. The same with Lus and Desi. Also, now that we know Kigo gets up at the same time as us, we can ask if he wants what?
Yes.
Kigo,
Yes,
of course.
Kigo.
Right,
Lovely.
Wait,
It's time to wake up.
Chrissy, wake up!
I don't like this.
Chrissy, wake up!
Hey, hello.
Sorry, what am I? What did I miss?
Wake up! Come on, wake up, Chrissy!
Alright, shut up.
Those are reading all.
This is the reaction.
Alright, back to our schedule. Back to our schedule. Me messing it up.
Hey, please explain to me what just happened.
Guys,
do you
shut
want
up.
to redo that sentence, or do you want to
Yes.
continue?
I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Oh my god, y'all.
Anyways, back to our scheduled creature.
I like them too. I'm glad Axe, Mars, and Jupiter have a new friend. Same with Lust and Desi. Also, now that we know that Apollo gets up at the same time as us, we can ask if he wants to go running with us?
Pyrus grinned and nodded.
I like them too. I was hoping Apollo could let us get a look at his ribcage. We might be able to heal a bit. Maybe enough to at least increase the bone mass if his ribs are really all cracked.
Blue nudged him lightly.
No. He didn't actually. He violently shoved him. Okay. He said his
It was oncoming traffic.
Sobbing!
He said his ribs were caved, Pyrus, not cracked. Hopefully, we can just close the hole.
Pyrus grimaced, looking away.
Oh, well, that's only if he lets anyway.
Blue lightly bumped him with his hip, causing Pyrus to jump away from the stove and laughed. Blue nodded.
Either way.
He smiled and shrugged.
We have to feed them first.
Paris snickered, flipping the last of the sausages into a large tray.
Of course.
Easiest way to a man's stomach.
Like,
Poison
what
food.
happened if like the whole Chrissy wake up thing?
Okay,
I don't know.
I was
hear this
gonna
is a
say,
song that I don't know
shove
of.
him into oncoming traffic, just like.
You're all going into
Into
oncoming
stairs.
traffic.
You're
Nothing
gonna-
can stop the
You're
magnificent
gonna-
thing.
What happened?
You get to
everyone
go
was like,
There's
follow.
a truck
We
that
all
hits
get the
Helvetica.
oncoming
Helvetica.
Now to
There's a
read
truck
what
that
the
hits
chat was doing
Helvetica.
while I was gone.
Starving.
I
What
need
about-
answers.
oh,
What
no.
happened to Pierre? And the...
Law. What happened
Luna,
was
you're
there was
free
a
from
very
jail for now,
nice
but-
sentence.
Hey,
There
I
was a
felt
very
like
nice
that was corny
sentence,
joke.
right?
Uh-huh.
And I decided that I would read it really nicely and all this stuff, but I saw Apollo's name and I said Kiko's instead. And I'm going to blame the dyslexia on that one. And
know
you
what?
cannot stop me.
I don't know if that's a
And then we
dyslexia.
all immediately died.
Everybody immediately died.
Why was Void muted?
Why am I muted? Oh, I'm back!
Because Void was talking over me and I had to use my
sorry.
words. You're fine.
As you know, it's-
I just forcefully silenced you because that's the world we live in.
Oh.
Stop.
Into the
government.
traffic with you.
Luna's
Allah.
Putting out all the
Maba. I wrote chapters 1 through 15 before deciding to change Helvetica's name from Black to Helvetica, and so
yeah, I know. That's why I'm
Oh, also, by
pointing
the
out
way, there's
that
like a point
the
where
name
you
is still
spelled
wrong.
Mana in one of the chapters as Mama.
Yeah.
So,
Kinky.
I saw that and I
you know
just.
what, Luna?
Mama.
Back into you! Back into you!
I wanna go back
You
to
had,
the game.
you had,
I
you
just
had,
realized-
you had
I don't want to
not even 5
die.
minutes! Not, it wasn't even 5
Please! It wasn't even. Please!
You know what? I bet I
I'm all
fully
of
just
it.
read
Give me
black
another
instead
chance.
of switching to Helvetica, didn't I?
I sound like a desperate
Yeah.
ex. What the fuck?
Well,
You did
whatever.
read
I'm a
Helvetica.
narrator, not a.
Stop
No,
it.
yeah,
Why
right.
is this not doing what I want it to? I swear. Freaking beats. Okay, great. Oh, my fingers. They hurt. Oh gosh, what happens when I shove my finger on metal? It hurts.
Fine.
I'll give product and you'll understand. I'm hooking beads together and I have
just
to use little metal
realized-
rings.
I
They
just
suck.
thought of something.
Maybe
It's
I
very
will
funny.
thank you.
I just thought.
Cyrus.
It just occurred to me. It's very funny that I specifically. It's very funny that I specifically volunteered to do Edge.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Because you yell.
Yeah.
You do the perfect edge voice, honest to goodness.
You were
true.
the best, Ed.
I like it.
Like, no one else could do better, honestly. Anyway, not like one of your
Can I at least decorate my
Again,
cage
just wanna
void?
point out
So to be fair,
No.
Edge's current
Can I have a
predicament
treat?
is also my fault.
No.
No, you
Luna,
cannot.
you do
No,
not.
Man.
you're in naughty jail. You're not getting a treat.
I get.
I get a
I
treat.
once again wanna
No
point
I'm gonna be
enrichment.
living in here.
Either way, though. So.
No
Give me a bow or something.
enrichment
and
for
control.
Luna. Do not give Luna
Give me a
any
toy.
enrichment.
Do
You're
not
in jail.
Feed. Do not feed.
Do not feed. Do not interact. Do not feed.
Feed the
Bite.
cockatiel. Feed the cockatiel.
Warning.
I
Feral
No, I don't.
bird. Bite.
I'm
Do
not
not
feral
stick
bird.
fingers in
Yes,
cage.
you
You
are.
are. You are feral
no, no,
bird.
no.
I'm not
Look
feral.
at your face.
I only do
Look
it
at your
other-
face. Look
If
at your
they think
face.
it's kinky, I will do it for them. Okay.
Yeah,
No.
so you would.
I'm about to just.
I'm not gonna leave this jail, am I?
No,
No.
you're
No.
not. I
you're
fear.
not. You're being shaken.
Indeed not.
Ah!
Honestly, I'm
This is
impressed
bird
I only
abuse.
made it into jail like
needed
twice.
chapter 22.
I haven't been put in jail yet. I'm
This
too
is
good.
bird
Which is
abuse.
impressive.
It's
Okay.
3 a.m. in 15 minutes, and
Switching hour.
the
Perfect.
Stop
next
it.
time I'm
What are you
needed
eating?
is
Nom, nom, nom.
the next time I'm needed is chapter 22. I'm gonna go.
Go eat peas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go eat.
Yeah, fair enough.
I
I'm
don't
not
think we're
done.
making it to that
Bye.
chapter anyways.
Also, I'm about to lustify my nails. Jay, what do you think Lust would do with their nails?
Either the blue, the black, or purple.
I have.
All three.
I was meaning as a pattern because I don't have black, but I do have.
Alternate
I have the blue and
colors.
purple.
Alternate colors.
Maybe do like an ombre,
I would think like
Ooh,
some-
yeah, yeah.
Let's see if I can.
Good luck.
or like jinx
Yeah.
nails.
Ooh, actually, hold
I
up.
don't know.
Who gave the bird enrichment? Take away the nail polish. No more.
No!
You're in jail.
Okay, we should
Okay,
probably
enrichment.
continue.
Bird
Yes,
on
okay,
bird
continue.
violence.
Am I narrating? Question mark.
Chapter 15, Spookies.
Yes.
Is it me? I think
Spooky,
it's
Yes.
scary skeletons.
It's you now.
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah,
That's actually perfect. I can do that. I'll do that.
Sorry, I just like tore up a fucking bagel.
Num num num.
Good for you.
Nom, nom, nom.
Is that what that was? Is that what the
Absolutely.
eating noise was?
Nom, nom, nom. It's an everything bagel with cinnamon honey on it.
Okay, let's go.
Ooh.
I will present the
come on,
tiny
guys.
meals after this. Hold up, I need.
Whoa, whoa.
After you done,
Okay.
after you done,
Continue.
How many
Okay.
chapters do you think we're gonna do?
I don't know.
Oh, well.
This will probably
last
will
one?
be like second to last, maybe last.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I could do 2 more.
I could also do 2.
Where did we start? That's my question.
We started chapter 13.
Oh, yeah, we were on
Three
12.
chapters. Come
Yeah,
on,
we
guys.
gotta accomplish
We can do
We gotta
more.
do at least like 4.
Yeah.
Hold up. I did not mean to scroll that far. We're on 15, right? I'm at 15.
Yeah.
I also
15.
have the stream up.
Wait, you haven't showered.
Let me
Stinky.
speak.
Let me shut up.
You dodge breakfast with Mars and Jupiter. You find yourself picking out clothes for the day. Hop had slipped you cargo pants, and you squealed a little bit, but no one else needed that information. You also noticed a cute turtleneck gifted from Lust. You guessed it was probably a crop top on him, but it was pretty much a full shirt on you, only flashing your lower spine if you reached a certain way. Wait, you haven't showered. You,
You're
after
stinky.
changing back into your clothes from the night before and popping back out of your room, you found Mars on a backyard porch you hadn't noticed prior. You realized you knew they had a backyard garden, but you hadn't realized how pretty and nice it was back there. Cobblestone made up the ground and path, holding a cute table with a large umbrella and 4 chairs. The path led out towards the cutest little garden you'd ever seen. The cottagecore vibes were strong, and you loved them. Jupiter was in the garden picking weeds, a woven sun hat on his skull, protecting his eyelights from the sun. He was wearing thick rubber gloves with flowers embroidered on the wrists. You grinned and waved to Jupiter from behind Mars. I love...
Excuse you! I love the garden. It's like a fairy tale back here.
Jupiter straightened, resting on his knees to flash you a smile.
Thank you.
You chuckled.
What's with the hat? It's cute, but is it just for aesthetics or is it for the sun?
You plopped into the seat next to Mars, allowing him to nudge you lightly in greeting. Jupiter tipped his hat to you.
The sun. I'm glad you like the garden. Would you like to help?
He waved some weeds in the air.
I need to weed, but you could pick some of the harvest if you'd like.
You weren't a fan of gardening or the sun, but you were a fan of Jupiter, and you were fine keeping the other shit a secret if it would make him smile. You gave a shrug, figuring it was better to help now so he could ask Mars what the shower was after.
Oh wait, hold up. Sure. Where do you want me?
You slipped out of your chair, patting down the cobblestone path and squatting next to him. Jupiter looked surprised.
I was teasing, but if you would like to help, you could pick the cucumbers for me.
He nodded his head towards a patch of the fattest looking cucumbers you'd ever seen. You nodded and slipped off to them, kneeling in the dirt to pick them off their stems. Before touching you, hesitated.
Oh,
Gina.
I keep reading ahead. I get distracted by it.
Bad, you know.
Wait, so is it like
Oh, are they
where am
all-
I again?
Before touching you hesitated is what was just
Okay,
read.
thank you. Oh, were they all ripe or?
They were all a light green, fully white in some spots. Jupiter glanced over, leaning to see what you were talking about. You lifted one for him to see.
Oh yes, they're supposed to look like that. Garden-grown cucumbers are very different from store-bought.
You didn't know what the hell that meant, but nodded sagely and began picking anyway.
Is there a basket where you felt something you wanted to put this in?
You choked down a shriek when a large hand landed on your shoulder without warning, but calmed when you looked up to see Mars holding a very large pink plastic bowl. You huffed a slightly manic laugh at the scare, but took the bowl without complaint and began to fill it with freakishly large cucumbers. Mars patted your shoulder.
Sorry.
From the grin on his face, he didn't seem very sorry, but you found you didn't mind. With a snicker, you poked him with an especially large cucumber, one twice as thick as your forearm.
That
You nodded to the vegetable.
is how big of a dick you are.
Mars, Luna, shut the fuck up. Mars raised. No, look at
No,
the.
why?
It was, I was typing.
After that.
Luna was
Yeah,
typing.
okay. Sobbing.
Mars raised a brow.
However, shall I recover?
You rolled your eye lights. Shut up. You rolled your eye lights, picking the last of the cucumbers and standing. Jail.
This is why you're in jail, Luna.
No.
This is why
You
you're
know,
make it
there's
up.
a reason.
Can you let me read?
I love it.
No.
No.
Fuck you. You can
Fine.
make it up to me by showing me where your shower is and perhaps how to use it. I'm a little slow.
Mars snickered but nodded. Darkling, I'll jump you.
Sorry.
Jump him. Jump him.
Oh,
Of course.
gonna also end up in the jail.
Okay, jail time.
Jupiter
Only you
smiled,
deserve.
walking over and talking oh my god. Taking the bowl. And talking to the bowl, yes. Taking the bowl.
Thank you for your help, Kigo.
You stood, dusting off your sweatpants and smiling back at him.
No problem. You can call me Key if you want.
Jupiter paused and smiled brighter.
Then you may call me Jupe. I know that's not. I'm not sure that's a great nickname.
He chapped his chin in thought, pinning the bowl between his other hand and hip.
I'm sure you can come up with something better if you wanted. Gates rather suits you though.
You smiled, noticing the difference in pronunciation, but not commenting on it. It was pretty much the same thing anyway. You stole the name Kigo from an anime man, so you weren't complaining.
Oh,
Oh, I will.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it's Hawks. Because he has wings
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
And no
yeah,
one was
that's where I got
surprised.
the name Kigo.
And
I stole it from My Hero
calling
Academia.
Are you?
Yeah.
What?
this,
Huh?
this,
Unknown
That's
lore.
canon.
what character do you
Unknown
steal
lore.
from? I'm asking my sister. She's into that stuff.
Hawks, Takami
My
Kigo.
Hero Academia.
I don't remember that. What?
Song.
His name is Takami Kigo.
Wait, I thought it was like. I thought it was allowed to law.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was against the law to call out obvious
now.
things. I thought it was
What?
against the law to call out obvious things. That's why I'm in jail. We
Well, that
know
one's
law
not as
board.
obvious as all the other stuff you talk about. Quiet, or you're getting a muzzle. Anyways.
Kinky.
Kiego.
Kinky.
Continue.
Mars raised a brow.
Do I get to call you Key?
It seemed Luna stopped typing. It seemed like a genuine inquiry, so
Okay.
you didn't give him too much grief over it.
Yeah, of course.
You offered a smile and dusted your hands off.
Shower?
Mars nodded, leading you back inside the house. You waved at Jupiter. Jupe? You did need to come up with a better nickname for him. Before shutting the back door behind. The reason that I mentioned that is because I specifically did not have a nickname for Jupiter, and I was like, that's stupid, I'm not calling him Jupe. And then I just
Okay.
never came up with a nickname.
You
Jupe.
need the nickname now.
With a
Call him
K.
One of the moons of Jupiter.
JJ.
Give
I
a
think that's cute. I might do that.
Call him JJ.
But
Oh.
JJ, that's
Call him
cute. No,
Jay.
my name is JJ. No.
Your name is not
Yes, name
JJ.
him one
No,
of
but that's
the-
like my
moons.
number one nickname. That's my number one nickname.
Read.
Shut up!
Anyways,
You waved at Jupiter. Jupe, you need to come up with a better nickname. Before shutting the back door behind you, wiping your bare feet off on the floor mat, and following Mars down the hallway. You hopped into your room. You hopped into your room to grab your change of clothes before Mars opened the door to the right of your room. You could have just looked for a bathroom, but it felt rude to snoop. He quickly showed you how to work the shower before pointing out which drawer had towels and slipping out. You locked the door behind him and sighed in relief as you peeled off your tank top and dropped your sweats and boxers. Did skeletons need underwear? No. But you were a human for way too long to not feel weird without them. Granted, you were easy breezy beautiful in the lab, though, but that didn't count. You turned on the shower with a snicker, imagining yourself on a CoverGirl box. Specifically hair dye, if they sold that. You don't particularly remember. Of course, you don't remember shit, so nothing new. Damn, now the song's stuck in your head.
Nothing's new.
You're the I'm so glad you got that. You tapped the back of your head, your skull against the wall and shook your head to clear it. Shower thoughts go crazy. You let the void covering the left side of your face slip off your skull, forming into what looked like a very real version of a void cat. It slipped across your slinked across your shoulders, brushing against the back of your skull affectionately before hopping onto the counter next to the sink. You chuckled.
Don't fall down the drain.
Which was the exact reason you were moving the void from your soul in the first place. Also, it just didn't really like water. You watched the void collapse from its feline-like form into what looked oddly similar to the parasite in Venom before it stuck to the mirror and stayed there. Glancing behind it, you caught your own reflection. You looked tired. The hole was large and gaping. The bathroom light lit up the inside of your skull, which made you oddly queasy, but nothing new there. Damn it, you just gotten the song out of your head. Sans. Kigo. Whatever. You hummed Nothing's New while preening under the warm shower spray, simply relaxing for a moment, before sighing and looking at your soap selection. One was Dove, but didn't say the scent, so you opened the bottle to sniff. Green apple. Fuck that. You found one that was unscented. Praise the Lord. You didn't get to meet in heaven. Oh, no, I read that wrong. You found one that was unscented. Praise the Lord, you didn't get to meet in heaven. For it being the kingdom of God, he sure didn't flaunt it. You lathered the soap onto a small washcloth and got to gently scrubbing. Your hands and feet were dirty, caked in earth from the garden, but other than that, you were fairly clean. You hesitated hard when you got to your pelvis. The ceiling's collapse and the lab fire had damaged a lot more than just your skull. Thankfully, it killed you before crushing your ribs, or you would have had to deal with that in the afterlife. But something had just nicked the shit out of your pelvis. A long crack raced down from your lilac crest into your sacrum. I've been saying that wrong this whole time. I've been calling it the lilac crest. It's iliac crest, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is like me and Helvetica.
Luna, do not make me also jail you on YouTube. In the YouTube chat. I see you typing there. I see you typing there. I see what you're doing.
A long crack raced down from your iliac crest to your sacrum,
Beautiful.
which you carefully brushed over. It was still low-key, high-key sensitive as fuck. You learned that the hard way. First time Grilby had a hand in your pants, and not in the fun hard way. Ow. You hissed softly in pain, but shut up. You hissed softly in pain, but from the blue magic and line of wet dust on the towel, it needed to be done. You weren't sure why it hadn't scarred or healed yet, but it was probably the same reason your wrist hadn't healed. At least your wrist wasn't still bleeding. Literally, what the hell? You groaned and quickly wiped the rest of your pelvis, which always felt odd before glancing behind you. Tail! Shit! You groaned and wiped down the damn thing. Your tail could hardly be hidden from plain sight without baggy pants or forcing it into your pelvis and ribcage, which was highly uncomfortable. Thankfully, it was early fall in this universe, so you could hopefully get away with saying you're cold. Hopefully, you can have your tail out by summer. And cleaning off the whip-like appendage, you rinsed and wrung out your washcloth before dumping it in the plastic laundry basket. You used gravity magic to yoink a towel, not wanting to drip water on the floor, and patted yourself down inside the tub. On straw, you stepped out and hung your towel on the curtain rod, yawning and stretching before 3 handfuls of void smacked you in the face before slipping to cover the hole. You rolled your eyelight and got dressed, yawning again as you slipped out of the bathroom. You padded down the hall, humming Army Dreamers as you slipped into your room and nabbed your sleeper just in case you were dragged out into the garden again. Your tail twitched slightly from within your left pants leg, but you ignored it as you went to grab them. Once you padded quietly into the living room, resisting the urge to do a little twirl because the song just tickled your brain skull. Kate Bush, we love you. Mumbling softly about little drill soldiers who could have been rock stars, you sat on the couch and slipped your shoes on.
Yes.
A large hand landed on your shoulder, and you swear you would have jumped out of your non-existent skin. You didn't shriek this time, but you also don't hear Mars's quiet inquiry about what song you were singing because you were instantly at your brother's side in the living room of the mansion. Apollo yelped and stumbled back, falling to sit on the couch.
Sans! What the fuck?
Red jumped off the couch across from him, but didn't attack, just watching. Blue and Pyrus looked up from the kitchen table in concern, and Classic had teleported across the room and stared at you oddly. You bristled, standing beside Apollo and gasping, fighting manic giggles while you caught your breath.
Gino!
I read it! It's a single letter! What do you want from me?
Hiss.
Again.
I said it! What do you want? I said
We
it!
didn't
Say it
hear
again.
you.
Say again.
You hissed. You laughed weakly. You hissed. You laughed weakly, still panting.
Sorry, Peps.
Apollo leaned towards you, placing a hand on your shoulder.
Are you alright, brother?
You giggled helplessly.
Yeah, sorry.
He raised a brow, nudging you.
What the hell happened?
You wheezed softly, leaning into him.
The fucker needs a bell.
Immediately, Red barked out a laugh.
Mars got you?
You nodded, still fighting for air you didn't need.
Twice, Red. He got me twice.
Apollo relaxed, snickering at your misfortune. Sans deflated, giving you a lazy smile.
You alright, kid? Yeah, you pretty rattled.
Glanced at your ribs. then
Magic
gave you a
word, magic
concerned-
word, magic word, magic word.
Shut up!
Sorry?
Really? Open stream again.
Where did you get thrown? Where did you get thrown this time?
She just kicked me.
Wait. I gotta make one comment. This is
Go on.
another reason why I'm Mars.
I'm
Because
gonna
I don't
start
make
crying.
footsteps, I unintentionally scare the shit out of people.
Yes,
Wow.
you are literally just Mars!
How do people walk so loudly is my
That's a mood,
question.
though. That's such a mood.
But
Well, no,
I
because I'm
also
on wheels, so there's no footsteps here.
Darkling, I've got a real big question for you. Do the wheels rattle?
No,
Sorry.
they don't. If my wheels are rattling, there's a
I'm gonna
problem with my
cry.
chair.
You're getting placed into.
I
You're getting
don't
into
like-
place. You're getting in with that. You're getting in with.
Jack? Which one? Why?
There you go. Pierre's in jail with Luna.
Oh, welcome.
So mean. So
Are you
mean.
putting?
Okay,
are you
continue
putting
reading,
little
please.
fingers over the birds?
Can we have a
Apollo
gonna be-
relaxed, snickering
I'm
at
not
your
a bird.
misfortune.
Are we
Shut
gonna
up.
be put? Wait, are we being put in the same jail?
Yeah.
No.
That's probably not the
Apollo
best
relaxed,
decision.
Shut up!
It's like a
Put me
get
in
along
jail.
t-shirt.
Shut up.
Anyways.
So.
Back to the
It's
pit.
fine.
Mute!
Apollo relaxed, snickering at your misfortune. Sans deflated, giving you a lazy smile.
You alright, kid? You got you pretty rattled.
He glanced at your ribs and gave you a concerned shut up and gave you a concerned look. You frowned, checking on the injury, but your bones were just rattling, like they normally do when you're kind of scared.
What's wrong?
Pyrrhus stood, waving to gather your attention.
Your bones aren't supposed to rattle like that once you hit maturity.
You blinked.
That doesn't make me a minor, does it? Cause I really don't want my bone friend back home to catch a case.
Red Red raised a brow, but couldn't help snickering when all the context you gave was a shrug and meet the ground. I don't know how many people got that joke, but that was very
Not
funny.
me.
No.
I've never watched that Christmas movie, and you cannot make me.
No.
Oh, it's a Christmas movie.
That's
Yeah,
not
that
a fucking
explains it.
Christmas movie. What?
I don't.
It's
I've
not a
never
Christmas movie. I'm thinking of a different movie.
saw.
No.
Anyways, back to the fic.
Pirates shook his head.
Not exactly, but you're still an adult, of course. But it means you, perhaps this is a private conversation.
You waved him off.
Distracted by conversion.
Sobbing.
It does say private conversion.
Sobbing.
Shut up!
Apparently, I'm also just dyslexic because I usually read words out as I read them. So I fully read
All
that
of us.
as conversation. Sobbing.
No, that's supposed
Wait,
to
that's
be there.
not
You read it
conversation?
No, it says conversion.
God damn.
Anyways,
Okay. I don't mind.
It couldn't be that bad.
It means you were not properly taken care of by your caregiver.
Pyros spoke lowly, but everyone heard fine. You weren't sure if the other skeletons knew or if that was something just Papyrus knew because of whatever his job was, but you choked and nodded. Blush lighting up your skull, so hot you could feel it. You know.
Oh wait, hold on. Alright, okay, there we are. Suddenly, I mind. Okay, I'll take your word for it next time.
You nodded solemnly. That was bad! It was that bad! Oh, oops. You were very much ignoring Apollo's side-eye and the rest of the skeleton's worry. Pyrus looked kind of guilty.
Sorry, I should have.
He reached out a little before stopping, more embarrassed, really. You waved him off with a smile, willing your brush to die down.
Don't worry about it. I was messing with you.
You lied lightly, not wanting Pyrus to feel bad. You were the one who told him to just say it. It was your fault.
Besides, I was raised by Gaster. I don't think child neglect was a big shocker to anyone.
You snickered, lightening the mood. Pyrus has his own sands and knew damn well you were lying, you could tell, but let it go.
Still, apologies for. Yes. Anyway, I'm actually glad you're here. We had going.
I would start sobbing.
We had going on shopping trip. Is that supposed to be a sentence of like we are going to go shopping? Is that what that's supposed to be?
We had planned, maybe?
Leave me alone!
We had planned on going on a shopping trip. You and Apollo should tag along. We'll cover your expenses to buy some clothes and essentials.
You opened your mouth to tell Pyrus you had plenty of G on you, but Apollo jumped in and said, unintentionally interrupting you, "Curse your height."
That sounds great! We'd love to go!
Apollo nudged your shoulder, so you nodded along with a smile. Mars appeared behind Classic and Red, leaning between you and them.
hey,
Classic blipped to the other side of the room in front of Papyrus, and Red shouted a string of curses while summoning, then immediately dismissing a sharp bone. Classic panted quietly before forcing himself to relax with a nervous smile.
you've got to stop doing that, buddy.
Red snickered, clutching his chest as he calms.
Kigo's right. You do need a belt.
Mars blushed.
That wasn't purposeful.
He turned to you, an apologetic smile on his face.
Sorry, Key. Promise I wasn't trying to spook you.
You raised a brow playfully, to which he smirked back.
That time.
You rolled your eyes.
You trying to scare the skin off me?
Mars just chuckled. Apollo laughed lightly, addressing Mars.
Please do not scare the skin! My brother, if he loses any
Shut
more
up!
bone mass, I will mistake it as roadkill!
You drop your jaw and give him an offended look.
What is this supposed to mean?
Apollo snickered and flicked your forehead.
You give opossum vibes!
You pouted, but didn't have a retort because you was low-key right. I prefer...
Raccoon? What do you mean?
It's always Gino's lines, too. Apollo raised a brow.
Yeah, I know.
I don't do it on purpose, I'm sorry.
I prefer a raccoon, thank you.
Apollo raised a brow.
I would ask if it fits, by the way. You eat I would ask
What?
if it fits by the way you eat garbage, but you don't eat. So I guess it's just a foulness you possess. I should get you checked for rabies, you little gremlin.
You barked out a startled laugh. Leave it to Papyrus to call you on your bullshit. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, I have plenty of stories about you.
Apollo rolled his eyes.
And I'll be sure not to feed you after midnight. Oh, wait.
You opened your mouth and closed it. Fuck, you taught him too well. You choked back a laugh and grinned.
So, who's up for shopping?
You offered the room of highly concerned skeletons your best jazz hands and ignored your brother's cackle with a skill only the bastard that raised him could possess. Cocky fucker.
Get in the car, bitch. We're going shopping
Dies.
to Amazon because they're all online.
Sobbing.
Mamma
It's
mia,
Son, baby!
Oh yeah, Black. Oh
Mama.
wait, no, that was.
Wow, he's been morphed into Helvetica
And
now.
when Apollo raised
Sorry?
What? Sorry?
Right?
Oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
here we go
We
again.
were reading the summary. I was confuzzled.
Da-da-da-da.
Mamma mia.
I know what you are.
Mommy. Uh-huh.
Stairs. I've been
No, you
called out.
don't.
I think
I've been
he
called out.
actually said that way.
North.
It is
Control fine.
Void.
Are we reading another chapter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
Probably
was the last chapter.
Yeah, this is the last one.
We've magically stopped the fic from now.
Oh,
And the rest of it's been
Yeah, this is
deleted.
the last
Sorry,
one. In the
your
fic,
angst
guys.
is
There's
ruined.
no more.
Oh no, our weekly updates. Not updates, our
They're
weekly
not
reading.
weekly.
They
Oh,
were.
okay.
They're supposed to be.
It used to be weekly. Fuck off.
There's
We've
No,
only done this
I
once.
was at the
Visit,
reading.
sorry.
I meant readings, not the thing.
Yeah. Continue.
Okay.
Dud narrator.
Fuckling.
Pi- well, I could start. Piled in
could.
a large SUV, it was you and Apollo in the very back, while Lust, Dust, and Classic sat in the second row, Stretch in the passenger seat and Blue driving. Edge, Pyrus, and Red were in Pyrus's convertible, tailing you. Curious, you leaned over the middle seats, asking Classic.
Whose car is this?
He turned in his seat to look at you. Mine, but I don't feel like driving. You snickered,
Belt.
and plopped back into your seat. Looking out the window, you raised a brow. You kind of recognized some of the signs. Obviously, you recognized McDonald's, etc., but even some of the more local signs you recognized.
Hey, what state are we in? This is America, right?
Classic and Lust both turned to you, but Classic answered first. Yeah, we're in LA. You blinked.
California?
I guess that made sense. There were mountains there on the coast, not that you'd seen any, but it's still weird that you could recognize signs. You didn't think California had dirt cheap and an Ollie, but you'd never been before, so I guess that's what you got for assuming. Red chuckled and shook his head.
Oh, it's me, fucker. Nah, Louisiana.
Your brow furrowed.
There are, like, no mountains in Louisiana other than Driscoll, and that's only about 500 feet. Where's that bit?
Paul stared at you, silently asking how the fuck you knew that, especially off the top of your head, but you really didn't have an answer. You weren't great at this whole keeping being human a secret thing. Well, you would be great, but you can't help being a smartass at any point in time. Paul stared too, raising a brow, but didn't comment.
Luna.
No, come back.
Alright, I tabbed, I zoned out, I was doing nails. Evet's next to the Great Smoky Mountains. The southern edge of the
Appalachians.
You think that it's on the border of between Tennessee and North Carolina. But it's been a while since I've asked.
Oh, okay. That made way more sense.
So why do you guys move to Louisiana?
Classic shrugged. Undyne and Paps wanted to live by the beach. He snickered. The Russian was about to end all that last he checked.
Why didn't you guys go to Florida or California or literally any other state on the coast?
Classic fully turned to you. Laws, basically. Louisiana didn't want us here either, but since it's known as the mixing pot of cultures, LA got the short end of the short stick. Government had to stick
Right.
somewhere, so they went with the seafood state, I guess. He sighed, glancing out the window past Lus. It means we're fully surrounded by states, Texas being a big military power, and our only escape being the sea if shit went down. You hummed, ignoring the more pessimistic side of his explanation.
I can see why. There's a lot of different climates here, plus the monsters can probably extend their borders to Texas and a little further north by saying some bullshit about the Louisiana Purchase Accounting or something.
Blue was conveniently at a red light, so everyone in the car was able to give you an odd look. You blushed.
I read a lot in the lab, and outside the lab.
That last bit was a half-hearted explanation to Apollo. The light went green and the moment passed, Stretch fiddling with his phone before the radio began to play. Out of anything you expected Stretch to play, ABBA was not on that list. I sat back and looked out the window as slipping through my fingers filled the space. Hummed quietly along with the soft melody, smiling when Apollo leaned on you lightly. Curled comfortably into the car seat, resting your head on his shoulder as you both stared at the surface. He nudged you gently.
Follow?
Have you attempted eating yet?
You grimaced.
Nah, still not hungry.
Apollo hummed, lightly tapping the song's melody into your shoulder.
It's okay. Just start with something small. The monster candy, maybe. That's what Blue mentioned to me this morning.
You had to force your tail to be still. It was very vocal about its like for the song.
Sure, Peps. You think they have a phone store at the mall? They didn't have malls in, you know.
Apollo shrugged.
I had a phone with me, but it doesn't connect to phones in the mortal realm.
You raised a brow.
And how'd you figure that out?
He gave you an innocent smile.
I tried to call the suicidal hotline for you.
He deadpan glared.
You're literally the worst.
He snickered.
I'm kidding. I just dialed a couple of hotlines to see if the phone could connect or receive calls since they're supposed to pick up. But the phone would shut off immediately.
You shrugged.
I didn't see the point in having one.
Apollo just raised a brow.
Okay, fine. I desperately wanted one, but I didn't want to ask you to buy me one.
Apollo chuckled softly, bumping his forehead into yours. You smiled and leaned into it. Apollo glanced down at your leg before his eyes widened. He whispered into your skull, sounding rightfully alarmed.
You can't dismiss your tail?
You looked down and had to grab your leg and tail to stop it from wagging.
Fucking no, it's not a demonic trait. Or, well, I guess it kind of is. It grew for balance. I can't get rid...
You paused.
Where's your wings?
Apollo shot you an incredulous look.
Dismissed! Where else? Seems like halos and your horns and wings.
You blinked.
Can't dismiss my wings. They folded to my ribcage under my shoulder blades.
Apollo opened his mouth and shut it, hesitating.
That doesn't make sense.
You shrugged.
My wings are bone, and my tail grew for balance. Yours are made from entirely angelic magic, right? So maybe that's why?
Apollo hummed softly, pausing to acknowledge the song changing. He smiled. Stretch had good music taste, apparently. He tapped along the beat of Mitsuki's voice, humming along to Washing Machine Heart quietly as your brother thought. He blinked a few times, but seemed to be grounded by the tapping. Good to know if he had a panic attack.
What about your horns? Are they bone as well?
He smiled.
The horns are a demonic trait. I can dismiss those. I guess the wings are just part of me now.
He tapped you twice, coming to a revelation.
It's because you fell.
The entire conversation was quiet. You knew for sure it couldn't be heard over the music, but Apollo's realization raised his volume just enough for Lust to hear from a seat directly in front of Apollo. You watched him turn hesitantly, eyeing you with concern.
You fell?
You blinked, not exactly sure how to respond other than...
It was a long time ago, don't worry.
Yeah, that made it worse. He glanced at your wrist with a crack in it, then your chest, where your soul would be if you had it summoned. He frowned.
Is your soul away?
You couldn't help tensing.
Right.
These guys could not see your soul. It was upside down now, yes, but had 2 deep cracks from when you died and when your bond with Papyrus broke. You did not want him to know that it cracked your soul, and you especially didn't want the others to see the color racing through the light. Girlby thought it was beautiful, but Girlby also didn't ask questions. Sans any version of him, you would.
My soul's fine, I promise.
Lust blinked, eyes flickering to your face.
It's all right. I knew someone who fell.
Guilt pulsed in your soul. You didn't fall. Not in the same way he was talking about. You're letting him think he shared experience with you. You'd already lied about the collars to Red and Edge. Fuck, if Apollo brought that up. No, he's not going to. It's fine. You leaned between the 2 headrests, facing Lust, not Classic.
I lost my place. There we go. I'm sorry.
You put every ounce of genuine intent into those words as you could. Lust blushed, looking away.
It wasn't your fault.
He smiled weakly.
What are you getting from the mall?
He attempted to not so smoothly switch subjects. Lust smiled and stuck his tongue out.
I just wanted some new piercings. They have an icing, and their stuff is so cute.
He smiled.
Oh, we should match.
Yes!
Perked up.
Yes! Oh, freaking gosh darn it! Continue. Yes!
No.
Yes, we should. I want a little bone like yours.
He snickered.
It's so cute. I want something colorful, I think.
He booped his forehead with a smile. He stared at you for a moment until you realized you were being affectionate, but you'd only just met, so yikes. Well, too late now. Fought the blush, raising a brow and poking him again with a hopeful, confident smirk. I had a feeling it was more nervous looking. Lust smiled softly and booped your nose bridge back. Okay, now you're both blushing.
I have slurs to say.
Apollo cleared his throat from behind you. You barked out a laugh, having forgotten he was there. Lust laughed helplessly while Blue frantically asked what happened from the driver's seat.
Sobbing.
I have slurs.
I forgot about that. So...
It's literally I know what you are.
I think he does say I know what you are in a different chapter. It's not this one, but in one of them.
He does.
Let me duplicate and then like the tab of the
He most definitely does.
whole entire work.
Hold up. I gotta get it.
I
I gotta
just
go to
don't
blow
remember
dryer.
where.
The mall was huge, but it was
Dark
disturbing
Trying to
how well
close an
you knew.
application.
No, he doesn't say that ever. That doesn't
Oh,
appear
okay.
in any chapter.
Does he not?
No.
Sorry, did.
Oh, they did.
Oh, I might just.
Jay, it's time to change that.
Oh,
I
Jay.
will.
I get you're
Okay,
busy killing
anyways.
them, but come on.
Read.
The mall was huge, and it was disturbing how well you knew the layout. You faintly wondered if this was the mall you and your friends frequented senior year. Blue had parked near the food court entrance, and Pyrus found a spot a couple of rows down, but no one minded walking a bit more, other than Red, but he wasn't going to complain when Edge was at his hip. You fought a shiver as you stepped into the mall, glancing around. Your soul shuddered a little at the amount of humans. Not because you were scared or uncomfortable with humans, just they were alive. You hadn't been around living humans in shit. What's 23 minus 8? 15? That sounded right. You were decent at mental math. Anyway, anyone here could have been your family or a friend 15 years ago. You took a deep breath and shook your head to clear it. This is fine. You're fine. What if you see someone you know? Are you fucking serious? What are you gonna do? Go up and say, "Hi there, I know I'm a monster, but I swear I'm your long-lost friend/family member that you may or may not remember existed." Fuck that.
Wow.
What if you can't remember their faces? You shake your head again, feeling a bit like a dog, then began humming lowly to ground yourself. Apollo placed a hand on your shoulder, and Red raised a brow at you. Embarrassing. Tempting to lighten the mood.
The voices.
You flashed a grin and said it with an odd tone, hoping they would catch it was a reference. Red snickered, so clearly he'd gotten it, but Apollo just gave you a concerned look and moved on. Lust immediately dragged you. What?
The voices. The voices.
The voices.
The voices.
The voices.
Lust immediately.
The voices.
Lust immediately. Fuck! Yeah! I'm trying. I'm trying. Voices keep on interrupting me.
Wow, Chico Core.
Lust immediately dragged you into the anime store, which you barely caught to be called FYE before you were yanked into the threshold. You and Apollo happily searched through the overpriced but adorable clothing and trinkets. He quietly offered to buy something for Apollo, but he declined based on the fact that he didn't know any of the characters in the store, subtract the few shows that were in heaven, and that he had his own money as well, which, mentally pouting, you loved spoiling your brother. Surprisingly, Edge and Brett also walked into the store, checking out the edgier stuff further back. You snickered and decided they must love Spencer's. Blue, Pyrus, and Stretch perused the Funko Pops on the back wall, while the rest of the skeletons waited outside. Lust ended up buying you and your brother matching friendship bracelets as a surprise, which you thought was adorable. Edge bought a new watch chain with skeleton charms, and Red got a Michael Myers jersey. You snagged matching Monsters University sweaters for you and Apollo, who was not amused, and matching Jack Skeleton sweatshirts for you and Lust. Lust immediately tried to pay for you, but you snickered and waved him off while easily completing the transaction at the register. You'd need a credit card soon, but you had a shit ton of cash from different countries to supply you till then. Probably had thousands in your inventory. Your inventory! Holy shit, you forgot about that! You silently wondered what else was in there that you'd forgotten about while you were led to a bunch of different clothing stores and cut loose to purchase your wardrobe. Classic walked into every store as you got into the register, lifting a black card and an offering to pay for you and Apollo, but you both waved him off. Neither of you liked owing people things, and honestly, you were both filthy rich from the afterlife. You and Apollo bought a lot of stuff, mostly clothes and accessories. Apollo got a nice scarf that he eagerly asked you to feel when he found it, which of course you did. You secretly bought one in a different color, thinking about paying Jupiter to embroider something on it for you. Maybe a feather and some stars? That would be cute, and a great gift for Pap when Christmas came around. Hey, wait. You perked up, meeting the closest skeleton's eye. Classic raised a brow in question. What's up, kid? Slip the scarf in your inventory, along with the rest of your bags, so your hands were free.
What's the date?
Classic glanced at his wrist, and you caught the light of an Apple Watch. Cool. November 13th. You choked.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Classic immediately looked concerned. No, what's wrong? You quickly waved him off.
I lost track of time. I didn't realize Pat's birthday was that soon.
Classic blinked. Pap's birthday was a week ago, kid. Your brow furrowed.
What? No, it's the 26th.
Classic shook his head, looking confused. It's on the 6th, kid. He hesitated before glancing at Apollo.
Apollo, your birthday is the 26th, right?
Apollo glanced away from his conversation with Stretch, who, oddly enough, had a tangerine blush covering his skull.
Yes, of course. You were 3. Or you were there.
You are 3.
You nodded.
Only 3.
I heard that so wrong. I'm sorry. You were there.
You nodded.
The voices.
Please. I know. Your birthday is different from the other guys.
He blinked, then perked up.
Oh,
Boy.
it's because...
He glanced around.
It's because Gaster was making sure I wouldn't attack or anything, like you.
You tilted your head.
Oh, like doing what? You weren't restrained.
Apollo hummed.
I thought he told you. Well, it's A good thing he's dead, I guess, because you would have gone nuts.
He stared silently, motioning for him to go on.
Word.
Oh, I had asked a while back, pretty deep into our stay at the lab, because my mouth felt weird when I was around 13. He filed my teeth so I wouldn't bite him, among other things.
Apollo's right. I think the stars he was already dead, because you would have made him suffer far more.
What?
Yum yum yum.
You're staying in jail for that, Luna.
Hey,
Yeah, you
I'm not
go
the only
for
person who does this.
Like, you're staying in jail for that, Luna.
Free me.
I can hear again. It's fine.
Alright,
We're all good.
this is legal prisoning.
Okay. Well,
In the illegals.
Thing?
I'm suing.
I'm gonna kill you for that.
What?
Stopping.
I'm making kill.
What did I do? Oh. I know what I did.
The filing of the teeth. Wow, flashbacks to when the boy so isn't it
So yeah, guess when Judas's birthday is.
would it be the 16th, perhaps?
It happens to be the next 16th of November, yes.
When is it?
The 16th of November. Look in the chat.
I see Mamba's user on the Kudoses.
Wow. There's a reason I have freaking blow dryer out to just get my nails to actually, not be a problem.
I just realized I have applesauce that I could absolutely eat.
Nom nom nom.
Nom nom nom.
Nom nom nom. Dusty.
So I have to get up and get that. Yippee!
Wait, hold on.
The fucking Minecraft eating noises. Well.
Three.
Yeah, okay, what happened to Dust? He was supposed to be in this chapter. Where was he?
Dead.
He fucked off
Gone.
to go do things on his own, I'm sure.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
He went to Spencer's.
He went to Hot Topic.
When the baby girl did some bad things. You're right. Well, when the baby girl did some bad things. You're right. I should have known better.
Did a bad girl did bad things.
What?
Well, when the baby girl. Who is watching the stream?
This is like me saying the kinky thing.
No, it's not. It's the soundboard.
No, why? No, why did
What was that? I can't actually hear it because my soundboard is.
Sobbing?
Don't worry, I'm just muting the soundboard. There you go. No more problem for me.
I don't like that. That's my voice. I hate that. I hate that. I sound like that. Ew.
That's gonna trip me up so bad.
Oh my god. That sounds nothing like me. That's so gross. Please stop. That's disgusting.
I honestly thought that was Jay saying it, so I didn't realize that was your voice.
Well, I knew it was soundboard because I have I'm watching the.
I don't know, does it?
Soundboards, yes, they get picked up as voices.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm stopping. I hate that soundboard already. Please remove it.
Oh yeah, because it takes it off my desktop audio because I don't have just actually. Right.
Quack.
That wasn't me, by the way. That was Miba.
What?
That was not Mieba. Mieba's not even in the VC!
No, who added it?
Found it. They DM'd me telling me to use it.
Sobbing.
I'm gonna.
Why did it? Wait, why is my name getting yelled at?
Someone. Wait, who?
I heard Luna. I'm scared.
I also heard Luna. I heard Jay say Luna for some reason.
Mieba.
Am I getting yelled at? I'm already present false
All my
sleep.
fellas.
Are we done? You doing any more?
Do we want to read more?
I don't know.
I'm suddenly so glad that I have Pierre's soundboards muted.
I'm joining you on that. My ears cannot be
Doesn't bother me.
destroyed!
I have the soundboard at 5%, so.
They're all both muted. Oh, Pierre's been thrown.
What?
Sorry.
You realize that also... You realize that also makes me disappear on stream, right?
Yep.
Yeah. We stream. This is what happens when you put me in jail. I can't do anything.
Put Jay in
Yeah,
jail.
loser.
Put
Oh,
Jay in
shit.
jail.
No,
Yes.
I'm the
I
clown.
think-
I cannot be in jail.
No, that's not how that works.
Tie up the bird.
Get silenced.
You've been jailed.
Something.
Oh no! Oh, welcome to jail. Or,
Well,
do you
my
want to
cat
talk
boss
about?
is still on.
Do you want to talk about Kiga's kinks with me?
Calming down.
I am calling him out. Okay.
I want an essay.
No
I want
more.
a writing.
I need to open. Boy, will you send me the link? I haven't
And
seen
how
the
they're
video. Will you
affected
send me
by
who's
his
done it?
trauma.
Who's done the video?
looks
Who's
so
streaming?
funny. in the
I get
jail.
lore drops because we're in jail together.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I still in jail?
No, you're
Probably.
You know, there's a reason that I usually voice Gaster because the amount of kinky things he is accidentally saying. It kills me.
Make me
Gaster?
punch you off stream, please.
I
Why
feel
was
like
that
Gaster
aimed
was doing all
towards
that
me?
on purpose.
Did you say my name before you said that?
No,
Oh,
What was that?
bro.
I in fact forgot.
My question is who just ate their mic? Cause
And also, I'm wondering.
who got hungry?
Kill me.
Respectfully, who got hungry?
Me.
Nom, nom, nom.
Hungry?
I mean,
Nom,
I
nom,
am
nom.
guys. It wasn't me,
nom.
but like.
Here the stream links in readings, by the way.
Oh, it's in readings.
Please.
I've managed to pass it. Oh no!
It's at the top and pinned.
No, it's not the top one. That one was
Oh,
the
no, wait,
last
never
one.
mind.
The current one
Last-
is actually
yeah.
like if you just look in there, you see it right there.
That
There
that's
was a time where I was alone. Then I met this.
the way that I'm having magic powers. Punch the child.
You know what? You know what? I'm doing
I'm
something.
just messing with it.
It's
I don't know if
it's
you
hot
like
potato.
me investing.
It's hot potato.
I'm moving between the channels where it looks like
Welcome.
Pierre's slowly like moving down the
I'm
channels
vibrating.
into this one. Yeah, just rapid
Back.
changing.
Let me back.
Now we gotta wait for the crown to get yeeted. If that
Let me
happens.
back. Let me back.
Oh no, the law.
What?
Yay. The jail time. That's
Let
what
me
I'm staring
back.
at. Oh no.
Let me back.
Don't. You know.
Should
Self
I
blankets
chat,
are very nice.
Chat, everyone. I'm referring to everyone.
Blinking?
Yes, chat. Should I swap Pierre and Jay's places on stream?
No. No. You should not. I have done
Oh,
nothing to deserve
I
this.
sort of want to get some lore here. I
No.
like being in jail.
Swap their places, swap their places, swap.
I have not done a single thing. Whoa, what is about? How is my nickname? What's happened to my nickname? Hold on.
Alright.
What the heck, Jay?
Hey,
Oh, you've also been swapping.
maybe the kinky one or something else. I don't like being
Oh.
jailed.
Jailed.
I like being jailed. Bad
Jailed.
They've
noises.
been swapped.
Let me back.
Yeah.
I don't wish to
The
be
stream
in
is very
jail.
fun. I can't see it yet. Oh no, I see it now.
Dude, I'm the only one who's not a bird. Feeling kind of left out.
Well,
Hell.
I mean, we
Issue.
could just stick
Eva
some like
isn't
wings on you.
Does Neva have one?
Kind
Uh,
of.
Mia's
but no.
like a little thing.
Yeah, they have their own little
Okay.
thing, and I guess it is that.
Mia's a squish.
Wished.
Mia can't be jailed because Mia's not in here.
Yeah.
I know.
Mia in the Discord jail though.
Mine. Look, I did it to mine too. It's okay.
Oh yay! Bring it in. Bring it
Jail
in.
Lulu.
What else can I do?
I love
Yeah.
how different Jay looks from everyone else. It's so funny.
It's the different art styles. It's wonderful.
I'm gonna make
Like,
myself
you
a
have
bird.
The silly cartoon birds, and then you got hyper realistic bird with crown.
With aggressive eyes, just
With
put
a
those
very
eyebrows-
aggressive eyes.
Wait, are you guys talking about mine?
Yes.
Yes.
You've been put
Sorry,
up in the
that's my
corner.
art
You're
style.
floating.
It's good. Don't worry.
It's also funny.
I'm gonna
because
become a
when
bird.
you talk, it looks like you're like
You
pulling
lift up a little
something
bit.
up, so it just basically looks like you're like I
Buff
don't even
bird.
know. Yeah, just buff bird getting buff. Bird getting buff.
Every time you speak, working out
Yep.
for the bird privileges.
Beep boop.
Bring it in,
Bring it in, bring it in.
The phone is ringing.
We're stuck on an iceberg.
What's an
What's going
iceberg?
on?
What's a
Stabbing
penguin?
someone.
Iceberg.
You can't stab us. There's a free
can.
country. No.
Wow.
Yeah, free way to stab you.
Look,
That's
you're
I gotta
already
be
gonna
out
end up
here.
torturing me later.
Okay.
It's not. It's gonna be an experience.
Bye.
I don't like falling down.
Under the cage.
No! Be cooked bird!
Bye.
Yeah.
It's gonna get too hot in
Bird.
here!
It's getting hot in here. So
cold.
take off all your clothes.
It's cold. It's warm.
And take my clothes off.
Yes, that's
Sorry.
correct. What Pierre just said is correct.
I didn't even
Oh,
catch
no.
that. I didn't even catch
I don't want to be in this cage anymore. I don't want to be here with Luna anymore.
I'm joking.
Let me out.
I promise
Let
I'm
me
joking.
out.
Please, no.
Let me out.
Consent's hot, babe.
Kill you. Let us be warm. We're not gonna know. You're not gonna allow us to be warm.
Are you gonna? Are we gonna? Is the cage gonna be moved above? Also, I like my hands are actually freaking cold, but I can't do anything to get them warm because I have nail polish. I'm trying to get my nail polish dried, so I'm just.
I would think
I am
so in front of a
actively
heater,
sweating.
But I don't know how much of a
I'm literally blow drying my hands right now.
Somebody give me a bird so I can make me a crappy bird talk thing.
What bird type are you trying to go with? 'Cause I have.
Brown birds.
Finch.
20 types of brown birds. I think it should be a finch.
Hi,
So
Mabel.
avoid put me in jail.
FINCH.
Oh yeah, Maba's also supposed to be in jail right now because of
Yeah.
crimes against a lawyer.
Yeah.
Training just so Void can put me in the jail.
Yep, Niba has been added to the
Yes.
jail now.
Amazing, I'm going now.
Welcome to the jail.
Brown finch. I like the brown
Love
finch.
it.
The
Oh,
amount
they're
of
also
jail
called house
time.
finches. Okay. Oh, stop.
We look so
Stop.
funny in the jail.
The jail is where we all belong.
It's getting really crowded.
Let me
You're in
out.
jail.
Let me out.
Can we get a second jail, please?
If we have a
No.
bird jail, does that mean we can have a bird bath?
Oh my
No,
gosh,
you
wait, can I
cannot
have
get
a bird bath? I
You're
want
not
a bird
gonna
bath.
get that. You're a criminal.
Yeah, we
You're a
Can I at
criminal.
least
You don't get
decorate the jail?
requests.
I'm gonna be in here for a while. Can I at least decorate my jail cell?
No.
You
Can
can
I
make
get
it
a
a
bird?
enrichment.
Can I get a bird
If
for
you
based on the
enrichment
smallest
before the
stair? I need
CPS
some height.
comes after us, I'll call the cops.
Can we please have some
Bird theft.
enrichment?
I
My
want a
tiny
bird
little
perch so you
brain
get some
needs
height on the other
enrichment.
two. Because everyone else is bigger than me.
When I get small.
Give me some height. Give me a bird
Sir,
perch.
please,
Grab
sir,
it.
please, I need some enrichment. Can I have some
Put you on the
enrichment,
top of my
please, sir? Oh,
Yeah.
can oh,
Who
enrichment.
should I eat? Who should I eat?
I'm sorry?
Who's on the
No.
police station?
Corrupt lawyer!
Can I have some enrichment,
Stop me.
please?
Sorry?
What? What was
I
that?
was so confused. I came back
Just the four
right
of us.
as
We can make it if we try. Just the four of us, you and I.
Luna's still in
Just the
Minecraft.
four of
Yeah.
us. Building castles in the sky. Just the six of us,
Luna.
you and I. I moved them back.
Stop.
Thank
I
you.
hear the crystal raindrops fall.
Jailed for
Sorry.
executing crimes. What happened while I was
Sobbing.
gone?
Sobbing? Oh no, I'm in Oh wait, I'm in horny jail now.
Look at me
Great.
at his display
You're in
name.
jail. That's
I
been
need
the,
to-
that's
Yeah.
been the status for like the past hour. What do you mean?
Let me stare at one sec. I gotta
You
go
think
stare.
I've been looking at display names for the past hour? I've been
Yelled for
reading.
My name, lawyer. Don't change my name. No.
Inform him you know that he no longer lives with me in our unfinished mouse house in Minecraft. /J says Mieba.
Look at Choice, look at Duke.
Ignore how I read that as mouse.
That was very sad.
Mouse.
Wow.
You don't live in a mouse.
Either way, Edge nickname.
We
You
also
rat?
got corrupt lawyer Arrow J.
Yeah, I'm changing that.
Oh no.
Which finch should I?
I'm letting myself be horny Joe right now.
House finch? Am I a house finch? House finches kind of look like they got bathes in blood. They're
Yes.
One of my enemies.
Oh, wow.
Come here, Jay.
Stop.
I feel like I'm no longer Minecraft Mars. I feel like I'm actually just Mars IRL.
Yeah.
Not
Just
allowed to be
use
alone.
Mars.
Darkling. Have you done that? Or is that Jay?
Oh, is that what happened to my?
I think at this point, just everybody's in jail.
That just happened like just now.
Except for
yeah,
Jay
I
and
realized because last time I looked at my display name, it definitely did not say that. That's funny.
Guys, I've got no way to draw on this computer. So I'm gonna start a Discord whiteboard, and you get to see how much this actually sucks to use.
Now I know that.
If you have
It's
never
terrible.
used it before, it is horrible, disgusting,
I
and
need to
evil.
use it.
But if you have
to
used
see
it
this.
before,
I'll
why-
stare.
Let me
It's
in.
horrible, and I hate this.
Let me insert a photo. Let me take the
Ugh.
stupid bird. Oh,
How do I use
open.
this?
Does this
Open.
need to be shaken up? I hope not. Oh, it says
Stairs.
Mine.
Uploading. Okay, here's my birdie.
My nails.
You're getting
Give
a
me-
crappy
Oh,
Diego
oh.
doodle real quick.
I mean,
I'll
doing
use
a
brown as
whale.
an outline. I'll use a darker brown.
You're going to the corner.
are you
Me.
Kigo-fying the bird?
No, I just
The
turned
love.
Kiego. I need to turn Kiego into a bird.
Oh, it's void drawing.
Yeah.
I so missed that.
Oh, I can zoom out. That would be helpful.
Gino's in jail for unknown reasons. The law is corrupt, I
Yeah, why am
guess.
I in jail?
The law has always been corrupt. If you're just now learning this, something is
Fine.
wrong. You cannot trust the law. Come on, motherfucker. Sorry.
Holy God.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Hi.
I'm still laughing about how
Brad,
nobody
oh,
could
Brad.
remember Takumi Kigo's name.
I honestly didn't actually know it was
I thought that was
from.
so obvious.
I'm gonna.
Okay,
I don't pay
I
attention.
mean, I've watched almost all of My Hero Academia except for like the last few episodes of the 7th season.
Are we
Like,
gonna
I'm not
continue?
in MHA,
But
so...
I am also slow, so
That was the last chapter. If whoever asked me if we were going to continue, no, we're not.
Okay.
I want to do a
I
full
have cold
body.
hands.
I want to do the full
Goodness
body.
gracious.
Drawing this with the freaking
doodles.
sucks. Well, why are we all in the cage, bro?
I don't.
Wait,
We all are Void. Put yourself in the cage, Void.
No!
No, take me out!
Into the
please, I
cage.
didn't do anything!
You did
I love how
everything.
I fear I
You
can't
are a
say I
liar.
didn't do anything because I've done a lot.
Exactly.
I haven't done anything, what have I done?
I know what you've done to
What?
Fang.
Put Darkling in.
TP. I think if Oider
There's
was there,
Nova,
I'm
get in
really
here,
sure
Darkling.
Oider would be like, we both go.
Fang's
into
fine. I
Darkling,
don't know what you're talking about.
All of you get
I know
in here.
exactly
We've seen what you've done to your
did to
characters.
Fang.
I didn't do much. Why did
Which,
you have to
which thing?
Stares at
Nerf
Nova.
Fang.
Stares at your.
The only Fang I
The lore
interact
that you would
with. What do
make
you
me?
want from me?
Oh no, there's if Oider
There's
was
the all-
here, Oider would be yelling at me right about now.
Oh,
But
Oider would also be yelling at me, but then I'd also in response yell at Oider because what we've done with Guardian.
yeah, neither you
Issue.
nor Oider can say anything.
Can I be released, please?
Get in the
I
cell
don't, why am I here?
because the
Well, I
law can
regret
get us
buying this
out, and
drink.
that's not gonna work. It's because you want to throw them in jail. It's not gonna let.
What?
It's not gonna.
Corruption.
You want? It's because of the lore they've dropped. The things they've done to
What
their
lore?
characters. Child
I made
abuse.
mistakes.
The lore that
Oh,
Luna's
yeah,
late
abuse.
to? Duh.
Flashbacks.
What
Are
other
we
lore would
gonna
there
finish
be?
reading?
No. How was that?
We are finished? What do you mean? Are we gonna
I don't
That was
know.
the last
Not
one.
finished
That was
reading.
the
I thought we were
last
doing
one.
another chapter or not.
Oh no.
No.
We're just doing
Yeah,
hero
okay,
checks.
noted.
There you go.
'Cause
You
I'm
have
tired.
a little creature doodle here. A finch.
Guys, I
How
don't
we
like
all
drawing
just
birds
started-
and signs.
I love how
It
we just
seems
all
like-
started drawing.
Look at me.
Can I come into the out now?
No.
No.
If I'm not out,
Can
you're
I
not
come?
out. Fuck you.
You cannot come into the out now. Oh my god, we're doodling. Oh my god, guys, look.
Jailbreak.
You want to
Womp.
make it?
Womp. Womp. Weep. Weep. Womp. Weep.
Can I go out of the jail? I didn't
Womp.
do anything.
Weep.
Right.
Womp. Weep. Womp. Weep. Weep.
Oh,
Weep. Weep.
I just claimed a corner of the board.
I cannot with this.
Weep.
Hold up.
Weep. Womp.
I hate this dang thing. Holy.
Boy, can I be free from jail, please?
Weep. Weep.
Maybe. Oh, hi, Meba. Meba. Yeah.
Then there's Pierre.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not me.
Just everyone.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, everyone's in jail right now.
Let us out of the jail.
Oh,
I've done nothing. I am wrongfully imprisoned.
All my fellows.
You're not wrongfully in prison. I'm
Bro,
wrongfully
you made
in
me
prison. I
lose
didn't do
my
anything.
color.
I
I've
am
lost my color.
wrongfully imprisoned.
Look how sad I am.
I didn't do anything.
I'm fine. I jailbroke. I'm gone. Goodbye.
How?
Boy, please, I didn't do anything.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Boy,
No,
please, why is
didn't
Darkly
jail-
free and I'm here? That makes no sense. Wait, Darkly has done more than me.
Oh my god.
Honest to goodness.
Why do you
Where is
wait,
my
wait,
Tina's
wait,
not
wait,
wrong.
You remember the tee. We're just creatures.
Where is the eraser?
Void, please.
Oh wait, I can just highlight everything. I forgot.
Void, please.
Oh, I didn't do what I wanted it to. Die,
please.
potato, die. I baked you a pie. Oh boy, what flavor? Pie.
Okay, my doodle is done. That's all you're getting from me.
In time.
I hungry, I
Well, I
die.
sure did something.
Why'd you name me this way?
Why?
Why? And when I die.
I don't actually have it.
It's muffin time.
It's muffin time, and I wanna die,
Somebody kill me.
die.
Huh?
Yes, I wanna die,
Somebody kill me.
die. It's muffin time, and I wanna die. Even
Oh goodness gracious, the nails
letting
are
go
almost done.
seems right. I just
I feel like I'm in air string. What the heck? I have like so many separate I have so many chords around me right now. I'm about 90% sure air is in the room.
Loving.
No, that's funny. Oiter is awake.
You know, that's a good question. Soda,
Twitter's
how's your
always
internet? There's a Soda, the resident error.
Vickers, I'm
Soda.
gonna need you to move your
No, I said Oiter is awake.
I placed the
Yes.
doll somewhere else.
cursor, please.
I
Thank
moved it. I don't know how to move it, bro.
You
I'll
highlight
put
it
stuff
all, you can just drag over it, and then you can move it. Oh, you've...
Stop! You're dropping floor!
Moved.
What have they done?
Wait, where are you over here, Maria?
I don't
Yellow
know.
is not allowed to be alone.
Oh,
You'll drop
no.
lore.
I
Guys,
tried.
like- Guys, look, it's Pierre Paws.
I'm not blind.
I'm
Look.
Wait, where was I going? Oh, right.
I'm not
here.
that.
Oh, wait. What
Bad
did I give
noises.
everybody else?
Sad noises.
Jester, was it? Not Jester. Darkling, was it? Not. So, how do I do a kitty cat for you?
What is happening?
You know what? I'm just along for the ride, I fear.
Real.
Okay,
See, this
cat.
I just want out of the
is
jail.
Not
But
do status-
Darkling
Am I not
cat.
allowed to do statuses anymore? What is this?
Darkling cat. Darkling cat, yes. What? What have you done there? Void, this is my area.
What?
Void,
Dog.
leave.
This is literally my
Wait, get
area.
outta
Why are you
here.
over here? This is my area.
Void, if you
Dog.
look right up, it's literally my area. Get out of here. I'm
This is
trying
my
to draw
area. I'm
Darkling.
here first.
Why
Get
can I
out.
not?
This is my
Just-
Darkling. This is my area. I'm trying to draw Darkling. Get out of here.
What?
Get out of here. Leave. 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 There we go.
Black things. Let me
I'm
exist.
trying.
What?
No,
Why is everyone in my area? This is my area.
I don't know how this works.
Get
And
kicked.
kill me.
That's fine enough. It's good enough.
Die, potato, die. I baked you a pie. Oh boy, what flavor!
I'm not trying to highlight anything. Release me from this horrible realm!
Why?
Ugh!
How am I supposed to kitty cat if you keep moving me?
Sobs.
Look.
They're
Oh,
so
what
cute.
part of full view too? What?
These two are, they're so cute. I mean, not be highlighting that. They're so silly goofy.
I agree. Thank you.
Okay, the nails are almost complete.
Wait, check the what?
Holy.
The Google Doc.
Oh,
Y'all are suspicious.
Oh, what's happened in
I
the
need to
Google
turn you up
Doc?
so I can hear
It's
you.
not our Google Doc, it's their Lord Google Doc.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I was
This
concerned.
is why
I thought you guys
Darlene
You
needs
should
to
be
be
honest
jailed
to
instead of
goodness.
me.
I don't care about the lore Google Doc. I've got to actually read
How do I
those.
exit? How am I
Let's
freeing
pull it off
myself?
for my sake.
Exactly.
How do I get out of this? I'm free, okay, never mind.
Okay, so when some of the music bot.
Look, it's Darkling. It's a really bad furry. OMG.
Sobbing!
Look. And the
You
tie's
do-
too big.
You do realize that I've basically furified everybody in stream, right? I've turned you
But you
into
haven't
birds.
me. You've just
I've
left
been a
me
bird
as
longer than you
is.
We've been
birdified me.
featherfied.
I have not been birded, and I
Don't change my name by the corrupt lawyer, please. Let me
Because
just keep it normal.
one day I will get to be
You
a
know, I
bird,
love
but it
how
will be by
Void-
my own power.
I love how Void's
not
name is the
yours.
only one who has not
Actually-
changed.
No, this is a crime, please.
What even is Void? The number one
Can I
yapper?
change my name, please? I don't like my name being changed.
No, I have to change it.
Hey guys.
No, I don't like it being changed. It makes
It's my intrusive thoughts. They're like, oh, Luna.
Okay,
Luna's
change your own name. You have
Let's
interest
see.
policy, change your own name.
I do.
Holy
I
F
do
not.
change
It's
my
been like
own
so
name.
long, not since like the Yapper channels has been created. Sobbing.
Yeah. Seriously though, I change my own name like every other day.
Oh,
And if I don't, somebody else
I
does.
found it.
I'm not allowed to have a sense of normalcy, whatever the word is.
Yeah, I'm just going with the flow
Let
at
me
this
keep
point.
my
I
nickname,
legit don't
please.
care. I like it when my name gets changed, but I don't like doing it myself. But
I don't mind if my name is changed, but like once it's been changed, then it needs to stay, or I will implode.
Yeah, like I want my name to stay the same so I can actually
Wait,
like, you know.
why is Void
exist.
missing from this?
Loud
Oh,
bird.
loud bird.
Sobbing.
I stared for a hot 5 seconds trying to figure out where the heck Void went.
Well,
'Cause I
that's-
couldn't
the
see.
the thing is too, whenever people change my username too, is that they
Oops.
forget the little silly goofy details that I put in with it. Sobbing. Change it back.
Oh, sorry.
Change it back,
Look.
please.
I'm crying now. Look what you've done. You changed my
changed
name and now I'm crying.
I've jinxified my nails.
Okay,
Yay!
Amazing.
Where's the photos? Where's my
I've
freaking
cried
phone?
harder.
Sobs.
It's dripping down.
Holy.
When you mentioned me in the Tumblr post, I'm scared.
Feel fear. That's a constant here. The server, you feel
Oh.
fear with the lore.
Yes. Yes.
Where the
Darky.
heck- Oh, great. Thank you.
You get me. You get me.
Yeah.
See, I, it's
Y'all are
happening both
menaces.
ways, though.
You people are menaces.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
I love
okay, I
going
figured out what me up I
down
posted.
the
Never mind, I'm safe.
That's really my chat is so behind. Holy, well, let's see.
We want. I don't
I
have
have
a way to
such
trace my
bad
bird.
lighting. Holy, okay, goodness.
I don't have a way to trace my birdie bird. How am I supposed to become
Man.
birdied?
How do I leave this activity?
You're not allowed. You've hit the leave
Fine.
button, like everybody else does.
I'm on the phone with my friends.
Woo!
I
Friendship.
just royally misspelled Nebula's name.
Hold on, I never said
Wow,
I was
Darkling.
your friend, Jay
Oh,
The
Bird.
nails have been nailed-ified.
Ignore what I
Yep.
said to my mother, so I wouldn't. Yeah. I never said I was your
Sobbing. I
friend,
just
Jay
opened my
Birdie.
screenshot application on my computer, and I totally forgot about the paper guitar doodle that I did with, you know,
Da-da-da-da.
with
Da-da-da-da.
fuck, I forgot the creature's name. But Gina's creature being like
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Janice.
Janice, yeah. And Janice being like This is what I'm trying to take a screenshot of, but like
Yummy.
Oh, I've taken a picture and I've messed it
And
up.
we're all jailed. The laws.
Let me out.
This was the image that was on there, though.
Oh, and they
I
were
give
both
up.
boys, and they were both gay.
I'm
They're beloved.
tired of being a bird.
Just for
What did I do?
the sheer mention of them.
You know, it's stupid without telling me I'm stupid. It's
Freaking!
earrings in with wet hair. Freaking! Stop it!
They
I
removed.
give up. I give up. I give up. I give up. I give up. End me.
Even though
Cry.
feels right.
I'm cold as ass. I
This is
paid the
offensive,
price. I don't
actually.
care. There's more of me. There's more of you everywhere. You gotta be the one that killed this flame. I will go insane. There's no right way. It's an addiction. I just gotta move them around because I can. I would move them both to Minecraft.
Fine.
I'm just gonna move Yappers. I don't want to move Yappers. Yappers is fun. Goodbye, JJ.
Sorry.
No.
I'm gonna be right back. I need to.
Bye.
Okay.
Even though. Now I know I said things, did things that we didn't mean, then we fall back into the same patterns, same routines, but your temper's just as bad as mine is. You're same as me. When it comes to love, you're just as blinded. Baby, please come back. Wasn't you, baby, it was me. Maybe our relationship isn't as crazy as it seems. Maybe that's what happens when a tornado meets a volcano. All I know is I love you too much. Do I? Yeah, but next time it's fist at the drywall. Next time I'll be the next time. I apologize,
Wait,
even
that's
though I know there's
The next
lies.
one.
Out of the games, I just wanna bang.
There
I
you
know my line.
Free.
I'm gonna the fucking game again.
I freed myself.
Paper
I
Couture
freed you.
beloved.
I'm
You
just
did.
going around and freeing everybody from
Sobbing.
Jay's evil reign.
Why is Jay
Sure.
muting us sobbing? Hold on, what if I just...
Brother loves humans. You should meet him.
Oh, never mind.
You're
Just
what's happened?
instantly sent back. Instantly, no, not even
They're talking
hesitation.
lore.
Oh.
They're
Damn.
talking lore.
Even
Sobbing.
though
Oh.
We're being left out, guys. This is
I can't
offensive.
tell you what it really is. I can only tell you what it feels like. And right now, it's steel left in my windpipe. I can't breathe. I still fight while I can fight. As long as the wrong feels right, it's like I'm in a flight. High for love, drunk with hate. It's like a cup of
Real.
hate, and I love it the more I suffocate. Right before I met the Jen, she resuscitates me. She fucking hates me, and I love her. Wait, where you going? I'm leaving you. No, you ain't. Come back. We're running right back. Here we go again. It's so insane, because when it's going good, it's going great. I'm Superman. The wind is back. She's Lois Lane, but when it's bad, it's awful. I feel so ashamed. I snap. Who's that dude? I don't even know his name. I lay
Sobbing.
hands on her. Never lay something again. Guess I don't know my own strength. You ever love somebody so much you barely breathe when you meet, and neither one of you even know it hit him? Got that warm fuzzy feeling, yeah, chills just to get him. Now you're getting fucking sick of looking at him. Swear you never hit him, never do nothing to hurt him. Now you're in each other's face, sitting venom in your words when you spit him. Push, pull each other's hair, scratch, claw, bit him, throw him down, hit him. So lost in the moments when you're in him, it's the reach, have to go over it. George's buff. Some say you best to go your separate ways. Guess they don't know you because the date that was yesterday. Yesterday is over, it's a different day. It's like broken records flying over, but you promised her. Next time you show restraint, you don't get another chance. Life is no Nintendo game, but you lied again. Now you get to watch her leave at the window because it's what they call it, window pane. Eh?
Oh, you're singing.
It's rap. It's the only rap song I know.
I know none.
That's honestly fair. Now I know we said things, did
Come up
things that we
with
didn't
my
mean.
weeping angel at you, but I can't think of ideas.
Now I know we said things, did things that we didn't mean. Then we fall back into the same patterns, same routines, but your temper's just as bad as mine is. You're same as me. When it comes to love, you're just as blinded. Baby, please come back. It wasn't you. Baby, it was me. Maybe our relationship isn't as crazy as it seems. Maybe that's what happens when a tornado meets a volcano. All I know is I love you too much. Do walk away now. Come on, side.
I think it broke the. I think it broke the reactor
Yeah.
thing because nothing.
You've killed them all.
The birds have
Sobbing.
died.
Killed them all.
Birds have died. Oh.
Man.
That's when I look at me. Told you this is my fault. Look me in the eyeball. Next time I pistol in my fist at the drywall. Next time there will be no next time. I apologize, even though I know it's lies. Tired of the games, I just want her back. I know my life. She ever tried to fucking leave again? Am I tired of the burden of this house on fire? Just gonna. I need a song to sing. I thought I'll go crazy. And they don't accept any more people in the crazy house. Sobbing. I'm going to continue to yap, even as I hear children scream in the background.
Chaos going on.
I
again.
think
Where's the cat?
someone's having a bad time. But that's okay. And it's not my problem. And the child is magically shut down. No, nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Except for the fact that you guys are drawing on the thing I started. And I left the thing I started because I heard they had Sudoku. And apparently, it's a multiplayer Sudoku. But I don't know how that works. I'm going to lose my mind.
Oh, dear, my
Banana,
phone
banana,
goes
banana,
not
banana,
launching.
banana, banana, banana,
Where is my
banana, banana,
phone?
banana, banana, banana.
My phone has not
There's-
been loading.
Are they
for me.
still being conspiracy?
Would you guys like to play Gartic Phone?
Sure.
You
We can play
the
Dark
Gartic
Garden from
Phone.
found those guys.
Oh,
They hate us.
they
Gartic
do.
Phone.
They hate
Gartic
us coming.
Phone. Let's play Gartic Phone, guys.
Hold up.
I take it I should probably end the stream because it's
Joining.
about the end of it. So.